All right, here we are.
Stop coughing, Chris.
Yeah, sorry.
Back from my appendicitis emergency, whatever it was, craziness.
Some people will do anything for attention. That's what
Or to take a week off. Not have to go get a job. I'll do anything. I'll go to surgery, emergency surgery. Okay. All right, you guys. And one other thing, I should pause this real. Well, we'll talk. Let's talk. Let me pause this real quick. I just want to talk about our logistics of scheduling. All right, I'm back to recording. I think I got our schedule done. Okay, so here we are. Let's do some reminders since it's been a couple of weeks. You guys, I guess let me go back to the map so I can show you kind of the area and what you guys have been doing. Oh, I gotta move you. Okay, let me move this.
While you're doing that, Ron,
yeah,
I had a guy reach out to me in some nerd group I'm in on Facebook. He's like, "Hey, I'm doing art for people's D&D characters," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." He's like, "Well, if you had a character, what would you want it to look like?" And I'm like, "Well, it's a barbarian giant type dude, so he would look like Wilt Chamberlain in Conan."
I did one for you. You got a token.
I know, but then this dude's trying to make money, so he's like, "Oh, I can do that for you," and then he's like, "Yeah, it'll be like $40." Though I'm like, "Bro, I ain't got that." You keep drawing, and I'll let you know when I get a job, and then I'll send you $40 for something.
Mine's free, and it's worth it.
Oh, I like yours.
You got
but
me.
One that looks like Wilt Chamberlain would be dope. I'm just saying.
That's all right. When you get to 7th level, you're gonna be like, I got to pay this guy $40, man.
Right.
You have all these like extra things going on. Okay, so here's the map. You guys can see this, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys are not here anymore. You guys are over here, right? You remember you?
And Ron, have we haven't leveled up, have we?
Yeah, 2nd level.
Okay.
Your guy, yeah. Oh, I didn't even do your dude. Your guy, I don't think.
No, I can do level up
Right,
and
sorry.
beyond.
Yeah, that's right. And remember the crossbow. I decided to make it a medium-sized crossbow, not a heavy. So it does one day. I think it's on there. I'm not sure. Is it?
I think it's just 1d8, right?
Yeah, it's 1d8 now.
Yeah.
It's still got a loading time.
Okay.
But yeah, the heavy one is like disadvantage to gnome size and all that. And I'm like, I'm
I'm going to change that. So
yeah, I'm going to bring it down.
I'll make sure I get that. No problem.
So you guys have sailed to Lonelywood, and it's at night. You've arrived at night. Okay. Let me get some ambiance going here. Let's start with this. I gotta change this. Here's a new thing I learned. If the music is too loud for you, you can go under settings.
Okay.
The top there, master music volume level. You can adjust that. Okay.
Master music volume level. There it is. Okay.
At the very top there. Yeah. I just learned that in the last session from one of the other players.
Nice.
Which I didn't even know about. Okay, so so this is where you're at, Lonelywood. I'm gonna go just to remind you, as you guys are going up through the boat, the kill boat, sailing along, Azul kind of remembers about the ship and about being caught in a storm and frozen on the sea. The sea got frozen. Barona, you died somehow.
Almost died.
Yeah. Trotter, your little box, because you weren't playing at the time, but your little box started ticking. It ticked.
Oh yeah.
I died but recovered, right?
Tick.
How that worked?
Yeah, that thing. So yeah, your little box is ticking, Trotter. And you did have a memory of Tourmaline.
Okay. The mine?
The name Tourmaline.
The name
The
Tourmaline.
town, yeah. And
Okay.
you heard, yes, you did hear it was a mining town.
Okay.
That was their main thing. And Lonelywood's main thing is wood. They supply the timber to the area, but with the struggles going on with Targos and the food and the desperation, obviously all of that is strained, right? The the relationships and stuff, and the whole sacrificing. Remember you guys discovered the horrible sacrificing they're doing from Targos, and then the Frost Druids wanting to force Tourmaline to start sacrificing to Oral because of the Winter Dread, and okay. So you reach Lonelywood at night. You do have fishermen with you. You have the beast that they, carved up. So they're very happy with the food. You've got plenty of supplies. Matt, I'm hoping you got all that down. Supplies and stuff. In your little notes.
we got my notes. We got all this wood. We got all these pounds of trout. We got some fish traps. We got meals, extra furs, 80 wood. Yeah, we good.
180
Hunter's
wood,
bow, trout, oil, cooking kit.
Yeah.
We stacked. We good.
We're rolling.
You guys are rich.
That's how
And you send
I'm rich.
and you send stuff back to Bremen and also to the monastery for your brother.
Yeah, we sent them fish.
Yeah. And then the fish and the ring guy with the water walking ring, you got him a fish.
Yeah, we sent him his knucklehead trout.
And you do have another ring, a ring of jumping.
Yep.
And it's a bonus action, 20 feet you can jump with the ring, just so you know. Now remember, one of the fishermen wants it back.
Yes,
but,
the Mario ring.
yeah, one of the fishermen wants it back, and he's but he's not going to fight you for it. So
He'll lose.
Yeah, he knows.
Another thing is you're traveling through Marl Duldan, the lake. Verona, you're really in now that you've come out of the monastery and you've come to this. You're really the stormy weather and the blizzard, and you're starting to feel this is your calling. You feel like this. You want to understand this, and it's part of your whatever you have. You're coming out of your shell or whatever, and so your domain is the Tempest, and you have. Here, I'm going to show it to you. Can you see this on the screen? Okay, so these are the spells you have access to: Fog Cloud, Thunder Wave. The first
Thunder
level.
Wave.
I probably should.
That sounds
Awesome.
You have proficiency with martial art weapons and heavy armor now, so you can use heavy plate armor if you can get some, and heavy weapons like a heavier two-handed battle axe or warhammer. You have Wrath of the Storm now. So, if someone attacks you, you can react to it and blast them with lightning or thunder.
What?
I like it.
You can use it as many times as your wisdom bonus per day.
Wow.
So that's twice per day for him then.
Well, no, would you have a +2 or +3?
My wisdom +3.
Yes, 3 times a day before a long rest.
That's in addition to my other spells.
Yeah, that Wrath of the Storm is just like a free thing or automatic or whatever.
Okay.
And here's the crazy thing, and I think I read this right. You have Destructive Wrath. You do maximum damage to any lightning or thunder attacks. That's crazy. So that Wrath of the Storm, you're going to do 16 hit points of damage.
Is that what you were doing to his character?
Yeah, he chose the Tempest domain for his.
The Tempest looked like it was the coolest, so that's why
I think you did good.
He doesn't want to kill you guys or take care of you anymore. You guys are on your own.
Shoot, Ron was out there giving Chris's character, Brian's character some steroids, man.
I told him to do healing, but he wanted to do Tempest, so I'm like, let's do whatever you want. I give up. No, just.
I got a few healing things I can heal you guys with, but
yeah, you can still heal, but apparently he's going to be jumping into the fray again.
It'd be Brian went from reserve to Leroy Jenkins.
Let's see if it goes better this time. I don't know.
I kind of get a feeling he's outgrowing us. He's kind of too cool for the boy band. He's going out on his own to do solo. I see how it is.
So you can still only do 3 spells, but you can pick between all the ones that you have now. These 2 here, and the other ones you've written down. Okay. And you can open up this. By the way, you can open up this document anytime under the journal tab there at the top on the right. So that'll be, and you can use it anytime you want. Whatever. All right, so let's go back to the Lonelywood map. Alrighty, so I'm gonna zoom in here to where you're at on the docks. As you arrive, as it's becoming darker and darker, and you guys can see. Where's this going to work on? Okay, you can see. Oh my god! Suddenly, it decides not to work for me. Chris, what do you see?
At the docks? Well, as I'm looking out, I mean, I see a handful of people walking around. I smell fish and, of course, the salt air. And I know my memory's still a little bit jacked up. And I kind of, everything I'm looking at, I kind of feel like I'm in a haze a little bit because I don't really have clarity on where I'm heading and what's going on. And so it just kind of plagues me a little bit. So I'm seeing everything like it's brand new, but there's also that kind of deja vu thing. So, in my little bitty mind, very small.
That's great. This thing is. I'm going to reload this. It's not showing me what the lighting scheme correctly. The map. It worked. Obviously, it worked before, but not while we're actually playing. Go ahead.
Ask my colleague, was our plan to feed the people of this city with the fish that we have left? I think we were going to send. We had a couple guys with us that were from the other town, right? Is it Tangle?
Tourmaline and one at coming home to Lonelywood, yeah.
So we were going to send a couple guys with some food to Tourmaline.
Uh-huh.
I thought we sent some people back to Bremen.
Yes, you did that too.
We did that already, yeah. But we had with the food that we have now, we were going to send a couple of the fishermen from Tourmaline to their city with some food, and then we were going to give the rest to Lonelywood. Is that right?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I think so.
Or something like that. Well, okay, you're not that concerned about them because they have had access to fishing. Bremen was probably the hardest hit.
Okay.
But obviously bringing some fish into the town is going to still make them happy.
All right. So throw that out.
And the fishermen are obviously being saved, and they're happy that you took on Targos.
So then
and we took care of the creature.
Yeah. So then, how do you want to divvy up this food? Then, what do you want to do with this food, guys?
So, just so you know, the creature was harassing the Bremen fishermen, not way up here in the this area, Lonelywood and Tourmaline. So that was a local issue.
Well, then we won't mention that.
Yeah, I mean, just so you know. I mean, you know that in the area.
Point though, we wanted to also find the druids. I think we wanted to talk to the druids,
right?
Because they might have information on this witch or whatever it was. This person that's
the
seems to be
Frostmaiden.
The Frostmaiden thing that seems to be associated with these sacrifices and with this weather stuff. So we have to talk to the druids, and the druids may also be able to communicate with the next creature that we encounter.
Would they? I wonder if they would possibly be able to help me with my memory issues.
I don't know what druids can do. So.
They probably could give a little help.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Fine. Yeah, I'm going to be slow on the take. I'll take on that. I'll be slow.
So what do you want to do?
You're going to be a big problem.
All right, one inspiration point for the both of you.
Where do you want to go, gentlemen? What's our first stop?
All right, let me describe the scene. Sorry. See how dark it is around you? That's what you see. It's night. And the reason that it's lit along the shore there, even though it's all snowy and there's snow falling, it's still all hazy, but they have really large fires going. And there's obviously people kind of around, especially the central one there by this. And the fisherman from Lonelywood tells you, that's Pavel's junkyard. I should know the name of the place.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay, let me get to the right town.
So we could buy and sell some stuff here. That's forgot about that. Yeah.
Pavel's used goods there. Yes, he always keeps a cauldron of fish stew going. Fish soup, rather. And, there's junk in there, and whatever we find, we give it to him, and he gives us, and we tell him stories of whatever we manage to do, fish stories, and he gives us free soup. But if you want anything from his goods there, you can go search around and, pay him or trade him, whatever.
Why don't we check out this Pavel's place, guys, and see what we can. Maybe we could sell some fish to him, make some gold, and then we can buy some more equipment and stuff. What do you think?
It's a great idea. I have a question. How am I going to walk around? Isn't the snow a problem for me?
Everything's a problem for you.
Yeah, that's the truth.
But I would say it's probably pretty packed because they're all walking around in it.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really think about height wise, but
Yeah, I'm not carrying him everywhere.
Yeah, you can just carry me around.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That I haven't really thought about that. Since I don't deal with snow ever. I don't deal with weather, here in Hollywood. Whatever the thing is called, weather. Okay, all right, so you guys can move your little tokens up and see, these individuals are kind of looking at you and curious. You brought, I think some of them did come up and talk to you. What about the guy Dib, your little prisoner, and your dogs?
Well, wouldn't they stay on the boat?
You keep him tied up in the boat?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Because if he tries to run away, the dogs tear him up. So.
Well, the dogs are not those kind of dogs. They're just sled dogs.
Oh, man, those aren't fun dogs.
They're not vicious dogs.
Yeah, but Deeb don't know that.
Oh, he does. Because that's his. Those are his dogs. I mean, from
that's
his
right.
camp.
We stole them from them. That's right.
But,
do we need him anymore? I mean, do we need him, or can we turn him over to the speaker of this town? Maybe because the Targos fishermen have been giving them a hard time. Maybe we should turn him over to the local law here, or we can keep him and keep using him for questioning. I don't know.
An idea: we could dangle him as bait.
Yeah.
Use him in negotiations.
Yeah, we could. So,
I like it.
what? Keeping him for negotiations and bait, or taking him to the local?
Both. Cut him in half. We'll give him both. We'll do half of him for negotiation, half of him for bait.
Sounds like a very Solomon way to solve things.
No, that's true. There wasn't really a question there, I guess.
So, what do you think, guys? Turn him over to the speaker, or keep him?
Well, I you know what? I like your because they've been terrorizing. I say we just bring them out, chained up or bound up or whatever. Kind of, let the people like us by parading around this prisoner that's been tormenting them, and we kind of take them to the leader, the speaker, whoever is in charge, and can kind of leverage him that way. Then if they say, we can say, hey, kind of lead us to the druids, or help us out with X, Y, and Z, and we'll let you have this prisoner to exact justice upon for all the fishing excursions that have been robbed and attacked, and et cetera, et cetera.
And maybe we could even get some gold for capturing him.
Yeah, there might
Kind
be
of a reward.
Yeah,
Is there a reward for this guy? Yeah.
we're bounty hunters now. I dig
Well, I
it.
think either way, it'll buy some goodwill or some coin. Either way, it's good. And we don't have to keep dragging him around with us then. So let's.
Yeah, we don't have to keep feeding him too.
Yeah. Right.
I like that.
Okay. Let's have him with us. Chain him up, and now we're coming across the. We still got him chained up, but we're coming across this emporium here, this market thing, and so do you want to offer some fish for sale to this market to make some gold coin that way, and then buy up some weapons for each of us, or what do you think?
I think if we can make a good impression first with the town, they may be more willing to sell us things at a better price after we show to their leader that we're friendly and we've even captured someone who's not a friendly.
All right, Markel's got the best persuasion ability, so maybe you want to work the crowd here and find out where we can find the speaker and if we can get a price for this guy or whatever.
See.
Agreed. I like it.
And see, we don't want them to know that we're trying to offer up too much. So let's be reasonable. So what should our offer be? Cents? Like money wise? Or are we just trying to like give a trade, get food, or because we have pretty much everything. We're pretty much stacked right now. So
I would say that we've captured this fisherman from Targos, and we've also captured one of their boats. And so this is one less crew, one less boat that's going to be terrorizing you good people.
Yeah.
And we'd like to know if there is a reward out. You kind of almost, if there's not a reward, I would think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say reward. I would say that we are travelers from the monastery by Bremen. We came across these terrible people who had been terrorizing these areas. We brought him here to deliver him for justice. I wouldn't mention the coin part because that makes us look greedy.
Yeah.
We liked, we figured you would seek justice as we had defeated these people. He can verify. Our prisoner can verify it. They will no longer be bothering you. And we figured to go to your leader to present him for receiving proper justice for his crimes.
I like it. So, okay.
Sheesh, you guys summed it up. Welcome on.
I couldn't have said it better. Mostly because I couldn't have said it better.
So, talking to him. Have this prisoner here. We know he's a bit beat up.
Wait, you're gonna go up and talk to somebody?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys head over to Pavel's used goods. You see them kind of looking at you. It's a bunch of old-looking characters, and you're bringing the prisoner. And there's more people around, but not many. I lost the guy. Yeah, so you leave the dog who's over there. The fishermen come with you, and they see him, and maybe there's a couple of hugs going on. Hey, what's up? And he talks to them. They kind of look at you guys, and they see one of Targos' men, and they're like, yeah. And he goes, you see one of them just brings out a crossbow. I know how to handle them.
And I get involved and I say, whoa, wait. This is the prisoner. We captured him. We know of him and his kind and his people. That terror that they cause among you and others. I know. Relax. It's okay. As you can see, we handled it. We handled them. Killed his people. We only have him as prisoner to help us, guide us inside of his camp in order to take out his people. We just want to come. This shows the type of people we are, and we're good. We're on your side, and just wondering, is there anyone in charge here or your leader that we can show them that we're worthy and that we can take this prisoner to?
Yeah, so they say, and the fisherman's like, they took out the camp, the one on the coast by Targos. You mean that murderous place, where you saw the gang there. Whoa, yeah, back in my day, we used to go against all kinds of murderous people and creatures. And you can see that these guys here are all old, and one's missing a leg, one's missing a hand.
Yeah.
And they're all sitting around, kind of, the old guy, fisherman's guy, sitting around the fire in the cauldron of fish stew, which smells almost as good as Mother Barona's soup, but not quite. And it's bigger and looks waterier, and there's things dropping in it. Probably a lot of the charcoal's been flying around in it because of the wind and just the way he's been stirring it with whatever old ladle he's got, or an old sword that's rusty. Hi, I'm Grim. I'm the happy one, you know. And you see them all just kind of introducing themselves as they're talking about what they're going to do. And I'm Shrim, the one-hander. Well, let me just wave with this hand. And Grum, the one-legger. Yep. Dragon took the other one. Dragon took my leg. And that's Teeth, the Tiefling. And you see kind of a frozen
speaker.
Yes. She's about, but it's at night. She's probably already locked up for the night. You know, everyone in town locks up. Besides us here, keeping the fires burning night and day. But you'll see her. We can get her in the morning, I think. And
Is there a place you can bed down for the night then?
Well, it'd be the speaker, but I'm sure she's already locked up right now. She's got a little attic. She allows people to stay. It's been rough times now, you know. We're all just trying to keep the town alive. There's creatures in the night coming around and terrorizing our woodsmen. Well, during the day they terrorize them with their freezing eyes and the cold mist.
Creatures that come into the town itself?
Well, as you can see, the town. And you look behind them, and the town's right up against the forest where we try to keep these trees untouched and go deeper into the forest to log, to cut the wood. But it's been dangerous. Ever since this winter dread.
Have the creatures attacked the dock area here?
Not with our fires burning, they won't. But we fear for the townspeople. That's why they all lock up quite securely. There's been a lot of scratchings and sadly, in the beginning, a lot of the houses were actually attacked within, and the people were either injured or killed. We try to do patrols at night, but it's dark and dangerous. And the old druid's quite useless.
Can you direct us to this druid? Where is this druid?
Yeah, he's just over there in that old hut. They just point to like a little hut over here. Back behind there.
Well, gentlemen, maybe we should go talk to this druid then.
I want to know, is the druid's name Jabba? Who's in his hut?
Nope.
Just curious.
Nope, we don't know no Jabba. I'd laugh if I got the joke. His name is... what's his name? I wrote it down. We call him Skim, the old druid.
Skim?
Skim. He's just an angry old guy. But, you've done good for us. We'll take this Targos and take care of him for you. And, hey, Pavel! And you see Pavel comes out. He's like this little dwarf, frozen. Yeah. He's stirring his stew, and he's kind of barely... It seems like he's got little cloudy eyes, and... Who's there? And he goes, hey, these guys help take out some of those Targos men. Oh! Maybe we should reward them. Oh! Can I have a fish?
Well, how much do you want for the fish?
Well, killing all those men of Targos plus one fish, and I'll let you take a look inside my store. For one thing. And you see behind him, it's just wall to wall, crusty old junk, and it's like a junkyard back behind him, inside the, and it's stuff obviously that the fishermen just find fishing, and they just give it to him. They just throw it to him. It's all crusty and dirty.
So Pablo, if I get your offer correctly, you're saying that in exchange for this prisoner and the fact that we killed all these Targos guys and
well, don't forget the fish.
And you want us to give you all of our fish?
No, one.
You want us to give you one fish?
Yeah, I'll take all if you want. So like a 30 pounds worth of fish, which is
We'll pass.
one fish.
Then for that, you're going to give us one item out of your store?
Yeah, but you can go and look yourselves. I can't see a darn thing.
We need at least 10 items.
That's not how it works.
Mark
Oh,
Kelly,
really?
see if you can maybe get...
Plus a free bowl of soup.
Hold on, guys.
The soup may be worth it.
Got this.
Hey,
Listen,
I have a question. Can I pull it? Oh, go ahead, Markel. Go ahead.
listen. Now that doesn't sound very, fair or convincing. A prisoner and a fish for junk? I mean, come on now. Now, maybe we can, work something out or get more than one item, or at least let each of us get about 2 items each. I mean, come on. That sounds like a fair trade. It is a junkyard, and like you said, you can't see anyway, so who knows what we're taking, whether it's valuable or not.
All right, roll your persuasion.
$16.
16 total? Oh! Oh, you rolled a 16.
21 total.
Okay, he's all, and he did save me, and he stopped him, and he really killed him. They're like kind of like a fisherman, and some of the other guys are. He did, yeah, he did, and that's a pretty big fish there. It looks pretty good, and plus we can interrogate that little scrawny fella from Tagos. We can torture him as well. We can just interrogate. We'll just interrogate him. So they're all talking amongst themselves, like, all right, and then Paolo finally, bang, 2 things.
Each.
Yeah, each.
Okay. And 1 fish too, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, guys. I told you I got this. We're good.
I was they could work out a good deal for us, so how about we go ahead and
All right.
So
you guys
them.
give them the fish and dip?
and dip.
Oh, they treat them roughly. We know what they've been doing to the fishermen and trying to take over the whole lake.
Please
And-
make sure you
Dib, now you know how it feels to be a human sacrifice.
Pavel, please make sure that you keep Dib alive and in one piece for the speaker to meet him. We want to make sure that the speaker has a chance to dispense justice.
Here's your soup.
Thank you.
Go enjoy your sitch. And be careful, things on the top.
And when we walk in with our heads high.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
roll your perception, everybody. Just a basic roll before you start searching around.
$13 total for me.
17 total for me.
Okay.
16 total for me.
Are all of our dice purple? On roll 20.
Roll the
I don't
20.
know if that-
Oh yeah, they all have like a purple pastel look.
Okay, I'm going to try one.
Yeah, that's you. 14. No, that's Brian right there.
Natural 20 plus,
Nat 20.
is that going to be perception?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's going to be high. No, yeah, natural 20.
You don't get no bonuses to perception?
No.
All right. Well, so you all do not hit your heads or trip over stuff or get things knocking you down because it's piled up. And then Trotter, you're going to get an advantage to your search rolls. So you're going to be searching amongst all this junk, looking around to see if you can find anything valuable. Uh-oh, we lost Brian's.
Sorry, I'm hitting buttons here. Sorry.
You switched around the cameras. Hold on, let me move the cameras back. Okay, so yeah, so this is like, you know, metagaming or DMing here. This is a treasure roll. You guys you could find something, but it's going to be hard. So you got to roll high. Okay, so, but yeah, Chris, you're going to get an advantage to your first roll. So let's start with let's go with Barona first. Barona, you're searching around in there. Roll your investigate.
Okay, so I have investigation. I have a 1 point for investigation.
Sad.
So what do I do? Do I roll dice to add to that, or
Yeah,
what?
D20 plus 1.
Okay. So the roll I just rolled, what did that mean?
That was for
What
like
did that-
tripping. I was going to hurt you if I could. But you rolled
Oh,
high
thank
enough.
you. You're a vindictive game master. No, so.
I was going to have something hit you in the head as you're walking through this junk pile.
And I rolled a 17, so plus 17 plus 1, 18.
Okay, so roll a 1 die 4.
The 2.
2. Alrighty, roll a 1d20.
That's 6.
Alright, we'll roll 1d20 again.
Ooh,
Right.
I didn't see it. What is
that
it?
works.
I got a 20 on that one, so.
Wait, the 17 or 20? What am I looking at here?
I rolled a
20.
17 the first, then I rolled a 20 just now. So.
Oh, I'm getting some kind of delay. Anyway, so on my side. Okay, so you rolled a 20, so you find 20, like a little box, 20 little, I don't know, 20 little common items. So, and they could be worth between 1 and 10 gold each, but 20 of them. So it could be maybe like 20 little trinkets, but you find them all collected.
I'm only allowed to take 2 items, though, right? It was the deal that.
Yeah, this
Azul
is like
worked
a
out.
collection of, so that's one item.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so
okay.
that's one thing. Like a collection of maybe gambling tokens or something, or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but we can make something.
It's 20 of one item, so
Yeah, it's like a sack of 20 things, whatever, rings or whatever
Right.
it is.
So
Marbles.
All right.
Ooh. If you get marbles,
I just put sack
20
20 marbles.
20 common items. That's all you need to put down. Common items. All right, let's go. And we'll go. You'll do your second roll later. Azul, you roll your search and investigate.
17. Oh, wait, plus investigate. Yeah, 17 total.
All right, roll 1 die 4.
Okay.
Here's I'm finding stuff real quick. This is like it takes you guys 15 minutes each. So if you fail, I'll keep rolling until you find something, but time will pass.
3.
Okay, roll 1d20.
Then
You find a what is this? You probably know what it is. It's a fish hole auger, a drill to make fish holes.
Oh yeah.
So a fish hole, it's called an auger, A-U-G-E-R, auger,
Yar.
A-U-G-E-R, fish hole auger. So if you want to do some ice fishing, it's an old rusty one, but just clean it up.
Okay, and then I go again.
We'll come back around. So Kirok,
Yo.
roll your investigate.
Come on. That's a grand total of 7.
Trotter, you keep looking, Kirok. Trotter, your advantage roll.
I'm gonna try the D20 again. On, do you want me to do D&D Beyond or roll 20?
It's up to you, whatever you want to do.
I'll do the D&D or the roll 20.
Yeah, I prefer you to roll 20 because I know you lie.
Okay. 18
Oh,
plus 3.
But you get an advantage, so if you want to roll again.
Oh, okay.
Like that, 18 is pretty good.
That's 18 plus 3.
Okay, so we'll take the 18.
We'll take the 18.
Yeah, we'll
All
take
right.
the 18.
Roll a 1d8.
Five.
All
Do I
right.
add anything to it?
No. Roll a 1d20.
Seven.
You find a potion.
Ooh.
A dirty little potion. You know, maybe it's in amongst broken glass or, you know, some, collection of all these. But one of them is not broken. It's actually still there. It's you got to take off all this, crustiness from the ocean or the water, but it's definitely a potion of something.
Okay. I'm going to take it over and see if Markel knows what it is.
Markel? Who's Markel?
I don't
I'm
know,
sorry.
Markel.
Azul.
Azul.
It's okay, my friend. Azul.
Azul, do you know what this is?
Let me use my telekinesis. Can I roll for that?
What would you roll?
20, and if it's
No, what skill or what would you? How would you? Or Trotter? How would you know either?
I would roll
I guess Arcana.
history.
Perception?
Yeah, Perception or Arcana. I got a +3 in Arcana. I could do that, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Roll your Arcana. I think that's fair.
What is that?
It's like knowing magical
Like
things.
arcane magic.
Yeah, knowing kind of.
Oh, okay.
So roll Arcana.
15 plus 3.
19. 19. No, just 19 total.
And what'd you get?
He's got
Trotter?
19 and I've got 18. 15 plus 3.
Okay, you think it has a little symbol on it that's of speed.
Ooh.
A fast,
something. Yeah. So I'll just tell you what it is because it's not. So it's potion of speed. It'll give you for one combat. It'll give you ×2 speed, armor class +2, and you can disengage bonus action.
Wow.
Without being.
So it's haste.
Yeah, it's like a haste.
You found haste.
×2 move, +2 to armor class.
So now as a gnome, does this mean I'm just now normal speed?
Pretty much.
I think, what is your speed? 25?
I think it is. It's shorter. Yeah, or slower.
Right.
I think you're right. I think it's 25.
Yeah, and then so this will go 50, and then you can disengage, for a bonus action, and it gives you +2
That's
armor
cool.
class. But whatever, you can give it to someone else if you want. Okay, so we'll come around again. Barona. Let's say a half hour. The next half hour, Barona, you're gonna keep searching around. One more roll.
All right. Which,
D20, sorry. Investigate. D20, investigate. 15 plus what? Any plus on there?
I have a 1 under investigation, so I guess 15 total.
Okay, so roll. Roll 1d4.
2.
2. Alrighty. Okay, so roll 1d20.
6.
All right, roll 1d20 again.
3.
You find 3 more of those common items, like whatever.
Awesome.
So, and the value of those is between 1 and 10 gold each. So you could, if you go somewhere that wants to buy common trinkets and things,
Yeah.
I have 23 common items total.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to Azul.
What am I adding?
Investigate.
15 total.
All right, roll 1d4.
4. Yes.
All right, roll 1d20.
10.
Oh, you find you pull out of the dirt and dust of a whatever shelf or a book, a tome, a small book, a journal or whatever.
Can't read.
Yeah, you're not sure if you can read or not. I don't even know if you can read. Roll history. Let's see if you can kind of read. I just, like if you remember some of this stuff.
History. 15 total.
Okay, you think it's recipes.
Like to cook?
Cooking, yeah.
I want my fish back and the prison.
No, so Barona, you have some recipes that are really helpful to your stuff. So you're the one with the cooking kit. So
I'll give my gift away.
Wow.
The thing I cook is for the team anyway, but I mean, would I give him
This book is high protein, low carb right
Sticks and bark.
So this recipe book has, if you study it for about an hour, you will get 1d4 worth of recipes, like new recipes.
Wow.
Things that you can maybe cook and
Yeah, I'm tired of the
they'll give you those little bonuses.
Yeah.
So I would give it to Barona because he's the one that's cooking.
Here you go, Barona.
Thank you very much, Azul.
I mean, unless Azul, you want to start your next culinary career. Okay, so it's a recipe book, 1 hour study, 1d4 recipes. So write that down.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm over to the side,
Looking at it.
hungrily through the recipe book.
Because, you already did your 2 things. Okay, so Kirok, you still haven't found 2 items, so let's try to get 1.
All right.
What time are they?
The grand total of 5.
Ooh, I like this. You're just holding up a big mast, pole. Oh, yeah, this is good. I like... everyone's looking at you. Just a big unwieldy stick, basically, that you can't do anything with.
I think I should do it like the Macho Man. Oh yeah, I like this real big stick. What do you think, fellas?
It's all crusty.
I like
and
this stick. It's gonna snap like a Slim Jim.
as soon as you swing it around. Something to that effect. Wasting time. All right, Trotter, your next roll.
Okay.
Just a regular roll.
7. Do I roll again for the
No,
advantage?
just a 7?
Okay.
Yeah, you don't find anything.
10.
10 total? No, you don't find anything. Okay, so we're going to go into the next hour. Let me write this down. Time isn't ticking. They're all looking at you like, how long are you guys going to be in there? It is now 8 p.m. at night. Really dark.
Oh boy.
We probably need to bed down for the night somewhere.
It's getting colder too, but it looks like they're toughing it out. They got their fire going. They keep feeding it. They got plenty of wood here in Lonelywood, and they look like they're stubborn and want to somehow keep their time, from the darkness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You notice that they are huddled a little closer, and they're all talking, and they're all looking back at you guys, wondering when you kind of come out of the the junk. All right, so let's go ahead and roll Kirok again.
Okay. Maybe I can find something. That's not a stick. Yeah, that's a little more respectable. 15 total.
Okay, so roll 1d4.
Four.
All right, roll 1d20.
19.
Whoa. Okay.
Tell me I found Excalibur.
As you
Or Excalibur's cousin, I'll settle
pretty
for
much
that.
as you sort of put this thing down and break open something, a cabinet breaks open or some chest or whatever.
No. tell me that I swung the crappy stick and then like something fell off and it turned into this dope sword.
It turns into a dope sausage rolls.
Yes.
Roll.
You don't have to eat Barona's soup now.
Roll 1d4.
I don't know what you missed.
1d4 again. All right. It's a 1 this time.
Oh,
Boo.
1 sausage, or yeah, whatever. Salty rosemary sausage rolls. You get 1. It gives you 1d10 hit points. It'll
I
give you
hit people with the sausage.
each. It'll give you 1 inspiration.
Okay.
They say it. You know, I guess remember one of the guys. They say it'll remove madness, and gives you. It helps you against madness for one day too, if you ever get it. Because those are mighty tasty rosemary salty sausage rolls. They make you happy.
Okay. How many do I have? Just 1?
You only got 1.
1. I thought I'd get 2. Rosemary sausage roll. Okay.
1d10 hit points, and so it heals you, and then 1 inspiration when you eat it, and then helps with madness. So just put that down.
Hey, that's cool. That's actually really good.
And
All right.
it gives me 10 additional hit points.
1d10. 1d10. It'll heal you.
1d10. Oh, heal. Okay. 1d10 HP.
So you got your Slim Jim after all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're just looking at this thing like, have you ever had a sausage in your entire Goliath monastery life? You can smell the rosemary salt in it.
Ooh, rosemary.
All right, Trotter. One last search.
Okay.
You guys better hurry. It's getting darker and darker.
16.
16. All right. So roll 1d4.
One.
All right. Roll 1. Here. Roll 1d20.
2.
2 and roll. Sorry. Roll it again as well. 2 times.
2.
4 gold. Look at you. You find 4 gold amongst all the
Go ahead, get that money.
junk. Amongst the junk. All right. There's your journey through Pavel's used goods. Baroni, you definitely had time to read those recipes. So roll 1d4.
And to be honest, I did roll that right when I got it, and sadly, I only got a 1. I can re-roll, or I can
No.
just use that.
Thank you for being semi-honest and just sad. Okay.
Yes.
All right. You get out of there's various recipes in there, but the one that stands out as being going to help you is you get the knucklehead stew recipe. I'm going to add it to the list here. Oh, you already have that one. Sorry, I'm going to do the oil of sharpening recipe.
Oil of sharpening. Okay.
Yep. So here I'm going to add it, and there it is. Let's save it. So you can see this.
Okay. All right. Very cool.
So
+1 to any blade. Wow.
Like it. You can put that on my blade.
So you've got to get a fatty animal like a boar, bear, or 4 trout. You cook it down. It's a DC difficulty 16. You got to cook it down for 8 hours. So it's 8 pieces of wood, and that will make oil of sharpening, and it's +1 to any blade for 1 combat.
Wow, that's cool.
That's cool. All right.
But you got to cook down that fat, the grease. Get that thin oil, whatever.
We don't have the ingredients for this right now, though, do we?
Well,
We
4
have
trout, but that's quite a bit,
Okay.
Magically. All right.
Is that a permanent? Is that
No, just for
+1?
one combat. 1 combat.
Oh, okay.
Mr. GM, is the little box I have still clicking?
Yes. Every now and then, like every few minutes, it does a subtle. Oh, it's and since you traverse the lake, It's gotten a little bit more often, just subtly.
I think we need to bed down for the night.
No, what are you doing? We think you should go see the druid.
Okay.
There's creatures, but careful though. In the dark, there's creatures coming into the town. That's why we have the fires lit.
So why would we go? Why do you want us to go see the druid?
Well, you wanted to go see the druid.
Yeah,
Didn't you say something about wanting to see the druid?
we
Yes.
do. But we're also.
Soon
I
it will
just-
be so dark that the creatures will come out to the village. Maybe, you can help us out.
Again?
Yeah. You can always go searching around again if you want.
Well, let's go see the druid. Maybe you can help me with my memory or some of these items I have, but I don't know what they are.
All right.
Make sure you
It's
take them
well
something
said.
just to make them happy.
All right. We got some soup to. We can make some soup for him.
Well, you don't want to give them my soup. You'll make an enemy of them.
Well, do you want to give him some fish? How much fish do we have left over in our inventory?
How much did we give to the town?
I don't think we've given any. Well, we gave 4 trout, 3 or 4 trout to Pavel.
No, yeah, give him one.
One
Yeah,
one
one.
trout. Okay.
30 pounds.
How
So
much
that
do we?
leaves us with. We had that leaves us with 12 more trout.
We still got all the chopped up meat from the big creature too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the boat.
Plenty of fish. We've got we got 12 more in just trout, so
We're good.
yeah.
You guys are rich.
And I don't eat much, so it's no big deal.
Yeah, little portions.
Well, but then
What's
the
the
Duroc
rule,
makes up
yeah.
the difference.
That's
What's
true.
for the druid?
Oh, just
Do druids even eat?
he'll take a trout. You give him.
All right, when I
if
give-
you give him a trout, especially one of those a full-size trout, he'll be very happy.
Okay.
No doubt.
Let's give him a trout.
All right.
All right. So you guys, they say, yeah, it's just back here, Go behind and walk down that little path in there, and it's pretty dark, so be careful.
All right. Let's head to the druid. We no longer have Dib to drag around with us, so let's.
Who goes first? Famous
I'll
question of a DM. Who goes first?
I'll go first because I take that back. Or actually, I have disguise self, so I mean, I could use that, and I don't know.
As a
What do you got?
snowman. Disguise self as a snowman.
Are we expecting an attack? No. So is that the deal?
The creatures could be coming out at any time now. Everything's
I
locked up.
I have a +3 in stealth, so I could go a little bit ahead.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Besides, they won't see him. They won't see him.
Yeah.
So-
he can duck down.
There is a light here, obviously. There's fire
No one
here.
here.
There's a fire here. Can you see that? You guys, I'm moving you. So I move you, or move the view.
Okay. Yeah.
So you guys do have some light there, but what is your light source other than that? Because after that, it's dark.
I think I can see in the dark.
No.
I've got the cast light ability.
No, that's cool.
We have 200 wood. We can make like a torch.
I'm gonna try.
My light is a cantrip. It doesn't cost anything for me, and I can just put it on. I have to put it on an object if I remember correctly, right? So I could.
Yeah.
Whoever wants
It's not
to
a
take
weapon or something.
cast it on. I could cast it on whoever wants to take the point, or their weapon or whatever, or I could just put it on my weapon.
Or we can put it on a piece of wood.
Yeah.
That way we don't burn anybody.
There you go.
It won't
Or their
burn. I
weapon.
don't think it'll burn.
My light's not a burn. I don't burn people with
It's
this light. So
what is it? What is the spell, Verona?
it's just the cantrip. It's just light action, one target.
Light. Yeah, it doesn't burn.
Okay.
So you can put it on your weapon if you want. Who's gonna have it? The light source.
I guess.
Let's put it on my axe, because my axe is probably the biggest weapon, and
There you
then
go.
thusly would give off the most light.
And I can go a little bit ahead since I have night vision. I can go a little bit ahead of everybody and just kind of scout ahead. If anything's going to be looking, it's going to be looking for the light anyway.
So we'll have you go ahead, and then
Key
we're gonna
rock.
have Azul bring up the rear. Maybe, I don't know.
Yep.
No.
As long as we don't run into any deer, everything will be fine.
Don't get me started, man.
Start.
I don't want to get off, but last week I actually had a dream that I was being chased by a deer. Dude, those things are scary.
That's interesting.
Who's in
Well,
front? Is the gnome in front?
So the gnomes
Yes.
is Kirok, then me, then Azul.
I guess you guys can be kind of like that. Okay. Kind of putting you together there.
I'm going to have my crossbow out ready to go.
Okay. And you're doing stealth, Charter?
Yes, sir.
All right. So roll your stealth.
Ooh, 18 plus
Go
3.
ahead.
All right. Yeah.
Go ahead,
I
Trotter.
would say you're trotting along the buildings here. Along the edges there. And
I dress up like a snowflake. Like in a kid's play.
it's definitely picking up the snow and the blizzard conditions. All right, where do you guys go? You guys can move your own tokens, by the way, slowly.
I'm going to let you move mine because I don't trust mine, Ron, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'm going to move it towards the to where we're supposed to go, towards the druid. So just put me a little ahead of everybody if you don't mind.
All right, I'll just move all of you. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, perception. Sorry, roll perception. I'm just
Plus 11.
you get an advantage because the others are with you. So
Okay.
okay, you know to go down this little alley here,
Okay.
and you guys are following them. Doing a little animation here. Special effects. It's really dark in there. The trees are all black. The snow's coming down.
Yeah.
The darkness is definitely now coming in on you. Am I scaring you?
Yeah.
Maybe the music spooky enough.
What could possibly go wrong?
And the sound is like I should try to turn this up a little. The sounds, you can't. Or let me go up to.
Really glad I went first. This is a great idea.
Let me go to
Got the gnome point.
Yeah.
intense.
I should just let Kirok throw me at things.
So you notice that everyone has their lights off. All the windows are shuttered with really thick wood. They're really secure. You can tell they've reinforced their windows. And then you see, would you roll for perception again? What was the roll?
11, I think.
11, yeah.
Kirok, with your light source, roll your perception.
perception. Give me that 19.
Oh my god!
Really?
As you're waving your axe around, it's just like flickering the lights. You know what I mean? You know how you wave a light around, it kind of flickers around, and shadows and everything are going crazy. You're kind of like blinking, like this is not the snow coming in is getting thicker, the wind, and you're not even sure where Trotter is.
Losing sight of him.
Fortunately, Verona, you guys can see the giant waving his light around and the shadows flying everywhere. And the trees there. Trotter, what do you do?
Well, I'm going to try to go back and gather everybody up,
All right.
make sure everybody's together, and wonder why it looks like there's a disco going on behind me with this.
Yeah, Kirok, roll your wisdom save.
Ooh,
You calm
that's
down. You were sort of getting a little panic attack, but you calm down. You put your axe down, and the light suddenly stops going crazy, and everyone gathers together. You guys can you have to talk a little louder now because of the snow and stuff. And,
Okay.
But you're kind of in a nice little sanctuary in there with the trees and the dark wood of the gray wood of the buildings there. But you know the druid is supposed to be right there somewhere, right back there.
Okay. About out in the woods, or is he in town?
In the wood, right there, in the woods. The wood, the
Okay.
town is in amongst the woods.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Do we see
Okay.
the place? Do we see his house?
Yeah, you think it's
right
this
now?
one right here.
Well, I'll go up and knock on the door.
All right.
Jabba, are you in your hut?
Right. The rest of us kind of form around the perimeter, and we're facing out different directions, watching the area with our weapons primed.
Oh, so, all right. So there's an exit here. Obviously, through here is dark under open. Anything can come through the darkness there.
Yeah.
Through these trees, through this tree, but there's the alleyway you came from, and then this opening over here.
So we're each watching.
Who's
the
watching
shadows.
where?
Okay. Well, Trotter's knocking on his door, so maybe Kirok can look at the trees right in front of where he is.
Over this side?
I can't highlight on my map. There, right there. And I'll watch the trees up to the north of me.
Okay.
And then maybe Azul can look at the trees to the south. Does that sound good?
Yep.
And how far does the light go from the light source? 30 feet?
Well, his is like
I know
20
the snow's-
to 30 feet. But
Am I-
the snow,
My
Sure.
my light cantrip, I can just cast that liberally, right? Or do I? is
Yeah,
that
but one at a time.
Okay, all right.
Liberally, one at a time. Everybody roll their perception.
Oh, great.
Again.
Who was that 2?
That's me. +0. I don't know anything. It's cold.
13 total for me.
You just have to knock on a door.
21 total for me.
Ooh.
I'm 12 plus 3, so 15.
Okay, so
I think with it. Go ahead.
yeah, so Trotter, you're knocking on the door, and Kirok, you notice the door has scrapings on it on the outside, like claw marks and stuff, and just not a lot, but just a couple near the door maybe, but they look older or whatever, not like recent, but interesting. And then you're trying to look into the trees and through the bark, through the under the tree line or under the see if anything's sneaking up on you. It's okay so far. It's all dark and black though in there. Azul, what'd you roll?
13 total.
Okay. Yeah, you just see the snow coming and down. Barona, would you roll?
Rolled 15 total.
All right, you guys are just. It seems like everything's okay. You don't know. As you're knocking, and Kirok, you think that it's just hard to hear Trotter. It just sounds like he's going. Hey, what are you saying, Trotter? By the way.
I'm saying, let me in by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I'm calling out his name.
Roll your performance,
Tim,
or yeah, performance, because you're trying to be loud. And,
okay. A holly.
Yeah.
3 + 2, 5.
everything's quiet and dark.
This is going great. I'm gonna.
Maybe you should knock on the door.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. I'm gonna go over and pull on Kirok's pants leg and say, "Hey, come help me knock on this door."
I roll your strength then. Let's see.
That's 19 total. Wait, that's a saving throw. Hold on. Strength. That is 17 total.
All right. You're just banging on it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to knock it down. I'm trying to just knock it.
Okay. You knock on
They
it,
hear us.
and sorry, I'm trying to get to. You just see a huge, "You're not coming in!" beam of light just shine on you guys. Go turbine! And it just comes out of nowhere from above. "You crazy creatures are not coming in here!" That's what you hear yelling. Alright, save. Trotter and you, Kirok, save.
17. What kind of save?
Constitution.
Right? Constitution. 21 for me.
16 for me.
Alright, both of you save, but take half of this. As you see all around you, the light starts to swirl. Barona, you can tell it's a radiant light. And it's a moon light. Bluish. Bright, but it's searing and burning kind of. But you guys kind of 13, so we'll take 6.
Ouch.
This bright light just comes out at you.
Wow.
I'm gonna yell out at him that we're friends. We're friends. We're not here to harm you.
Roll your
I
performance.
mean, look at me. I'm little.
Roll your performance.
$14 + 2, 16.
You hear, yeah, so you... Damn you evil creatures! And the beam of light continues its thing, so take 6 more. Get out of here!
Is this like damage on all of us? Or
No,
is
just
this
those
damage
2.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm gonna get away from the door because he's
He's like
about
yelling
killed me.
and swearing and cursing, whatever creature you are, I try to use that, but I'm getting a scratchy throat. Ah!
All right. A timeout. A question to the game master: is there a weather spell that I have to interfere that can interfere or protect these guys?
Look at your spells.
Well,
I can't just make one up for you.
I need a magical umbrella.
yeah.
What do you guys
What
do?
if
I could do a fog. If I could cast a fog, wouldn't that break up the? Wouldn't that help? I don't know.
That's
A
interesting.
fog cloud.
That's interesting. Do what you want.
do a fog?
All right, I'm casting a fog cloud okay. Okay, I'm casting a fog cloud just to help relieve the beam of light that's hurting my teammates.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's kind of interesting.
Kind of interesting.
Well, I'm almost dead. So I hope it's really interesting.
I think the gnome should run.
I'm trying.
No one can hide behind me.
There's also got to be a way we can beat this door down. If he's going to attack us, we can beat this door down too, right? And at least.
Or what do you?
I didn't think he was evil. I don't know why
You
he's
did.
attacking
So you did the
us.
fog cloud. What do you, Trotter and Kirak and Azul? What do you guys do?
I'm trying to get out of this light.
All right. So you're running away. Okay.
Yeah.
Kirak,
I'm covering Trotter.
as you run out.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, I guess, go that way where you can kind of know the path. Yeah, you guys, Azul and Barone, it's going to get you too, so I suggest you move. But Azul, what do you do?
Move.
You can move, and then do you do any action? Anything?
I'm going to yell at him the whole time and say, "We're here to be friends," and I'm going to hold up the fish. Well, I can't hold
Can
it up.
we see it, or we just see the light?
Yeah, it's a big bright light, and then suddenly this fog covers the area.
See, I
I'm
don't
gonna
know what we shooting at.
I'm going to yell at him again and say, "We're here as friends. We're here just to
Okay.
ask questions."
Yeah, and go ahead and roll again, but it is very just noisy. The blizzard. Exactly.
Well, this was going well for my little bitty voice. Don't hurt me. I'm turned into a little, pretty
There's
good.
my little fog effect.
All right, well, guys, I'm thinking we retreat,
All right.
and then maybe grab one of these townspeople that he knows and bring them back,
Yeah.
and they can talk to
Well,
them.
I'm gonna need some healing because, I'm almost dead.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I think we need to withdraw.
Trotter needs some heat.
Run away!
Oh, we're going to exercise the better part of valor and pull back.
Right. I think that's a good idea.
All right, so you go back to the
Back to the camp area where
camp
these
the
guys.
Pavel's men are. All right, they like, well, how did you guys talk to the druid?
Not exactly.
What's wrong with you, little one?
I'm just steaming. I look like I've been in a microwave.
So can we give him some soup to heal him up or something?
Yeah,
So,
you can have some soup. It is dinner time for you guys, so.
all right. Well, can we just get some soup from Pavel's guys, or
Yeah,
do we need?
no, they'll give you some soup.
Okay.
You can heal 1d4 with it.
So, who needs to roll?
1d4. Whoever took damage, they can have some soup.
Trotter.
Did.
And me.
Try to put damage. Yeah.
One. Fantastic. I am-
It's the finest soup in Lonelywood. It's the only soup in Lonelywood. 4
4.
for Kira.
Wow.
2 bowls of soup. That's what he's doing.
I can cast a healing spell on.
One in
on
each hand.
I can.
I would really appreciate it.
I can do a. What do I do? A cure wounds. I can do a cure wounds with him. So.
So 1d8 plus your wisdom.
Or healing word. I'm not sure which is better. Which is better?
Cure wounds is better. Healing word is a little less healing, but it heals several people.
Okay. All right. So I roll a D1d8.
Plus your wisdom. I think that's it.
Okay. All right. 4 plus 3, so 7 total.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will take it. I appreciate it. I am feeling very less crispy now.
How long does the fog cloud last, by the way? Just saying that.
10 hours.
10 hours.
Does
It's
Oh,
really
Concentration
good.
for 1 hour, so it's still there. But you have to concentrate on it. But
I mean,
So he could-
we withdrew, so I'm letting it
that's
dissipate.
that's
No-
for you.
no-
Okay. Yeah, if you get out of range, it'll dissipate. And the wind can blow it away too, by the way. So.
All right, so we need to get one of these townspeople to come with us to introduce us to this this guy. So
What happened?
we need someone who knows this druid to come with us because he thought we were an enemy, and so he attacked us. And our
Well, did
poor,
you tell him you were coming in? Did you knock
We
on the
tried.
door?
he wouldn't listen to us. So,
Oh, okay. Who wants to go? I'm not going. You go. I'm not going. Orak, you go. Not me. Pavel. Just. Fine. Take this horn. Here. Take this horn. Gives you a horn. Gives you advantage to performance. Just call out. Call out on this horn.
okay. Can one of you still come with us, please?
Ooh. I don't have an. I don't have a leg. I don't have a hand.
We don't have a life.
Azul, do you want to use your persuasion on these guys? No.
Yeah. You guys are more familiar with them than we are. One of our guys literally almost just died. You have to come with us. At least he'll be more familiar with you than us. We're
Roll your
total-
persuasion.
$17 total.
Fine. But I'm only going to go to the side and call out to him.
All right, here's your horn back. And,
I'm going to use the horn. Oh, give me the horn.
Yeah, here it is back. Okay.
All right, so
All right, let's
this guy goes with you. He goes to the edge there. Hey. I forgot his name already. Skim? What did I say? Skim?
Yep.
Skim? Yeah. Skim!
All skim.
Skim,
We're
yo!
going back to the same formation and everything, watching the trees and all that. So, okay. All right.
Yeah, watch out. There's creatures. They coming out at us. Hey, Skim, you old dirty druid!
Well, no wonder he fried me up. They call him Old Dirty Druid.
Yeah, is that you, Grim? Yeah, it's me, Grim! You got some visitors!
One of those creatures came and tried to attack me. I scared it off, all right. Is it dead out there?
No, I don't see anything. Yeah, you must have scared it off.
Yeah. All right, let him in.
Well, I'm going to act like nothing happened then.
Let's not hold a grudge, guys. Let's just go in. All right.
I'm still singeing a little bit, but I'll be all right.
All right.
If you go and you were scared to do that, you just had a conversation with him.
So, Skim, it is a pleasure and honor to meet you. I
Really
understand
tight
you
little-
are the,
Hut there. Skim in this hut.
to meet you. My name is Barona, and we are here on a quest to try to help these villagers from the creature. Here's a fish for you, if you would like a fish. This is our gift to you. So,
Obviously, you know how to cook it already. You've got a microwave apparently available.
Hey, what's a microwave?
Oh,
Yeah.
nothing.
Hold your tongue,
You be
Tata.
careful, I scared off the creature.
so we have
It's close by. It must be. I heard it banging on my door.
this is Kirak.
I
This is
cast
And
moonbeam on it.
What's been happening here in this town for the last few months? When did this darkness hit? When did this storm come? You know, how long has this been going on?
You tell me. I've just been hiding up in my little hut. I don't go out and do those things anymore. Those gods. I used to serve a god, but they all fight amongst themselves. They're all useless. They expect us to sacrifice and do things for them as they fight with their jealousies. Ha! It's just another one of those things. You just gotta hide away and bear it out. But I'll take that trout.
Well, I understand we serve the one true God, but how could you help us?
Well, what god is that?
The God of Light, the Father.
Well, there's no light around here.
We are, Kirak and I are from the monastery called the Brothers of Light, which you may have heard of. It's near Bremen. and we came out in search of this.
Oh, you're the ones that worship the god, some god that no one ever hears about, or no one has to serve or sacrifice or do anything for. Ha!
Yeah, our God is the one true God. You don't need to worry about these false gods that fight amongst.
You see that winter out there? That's that darkness. Well, that's all I see.
So when did that darkness start?
Well, it's 2 summers ago, I think. And now we're all suffering.
Do you know anything about its source and what's causing it?
Well, the gods are fighting amongst each other. I think that Frostmaiden is causing this winter. Late every night, flying over, keeping the clouds.
The creatures that have been plaguing the seas, these creatures that seem to have been cursed with some kind of magic, have been wreaking havoc on fishermen, especially from Bremen area. Do you know anything about those creatures?
As a matter of fact, even Lonelywood has been cursed by these creatures. Does it have blue eyes and a mist and a cold that comes out of it?
Yes, in fact, yes. We captured one, and we were hoping to find someone that could communicate with it, but unfortunately it died. So we are looking for a way to communicate with the next one, because we don't believe it's these creatures' fault that they were cursed. We're trying to get to the bottom of that to see if we can relieve them of that curse, and we're also trying to find this Frostmaiden and see what we can do about ending this curse over our land. We really could use your help and your wisdom.
If you could catch one, maybe I could talk to it.
Well, would you be willing to come with us?
No. But they come to here to Lonelywood. While even tonight, it could be something.
Wait a minute.
Coming.
The creatures that are tormenting Lonelywood are from the woods, but there's other creatures that are in the sea. Are they cursed with the same curse?
Well, us druids can. If these druids of these curses, they could do it to any animal, land or sea.
Do you know anything about the Frostmaiden? What can you tell us about her?
It's Oral the Frostmaiden.
Oh, your volume's
Your
gone.
volume's really down. So
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, is it just me?
That's
it's still down.
me.
Yeah.
Test.
Yes.
Do you mean it's been down
Yeah,
this
we
whole
can
time?
hear you, but you're really
No,
soft.
just now.
Oh. 1 2 1 2. Still
Nope.
down?
It's still down. Yeah. Can you raise your volume somehow?
It's weird. I haven't done anything.
That's what you get for being mean to me.
Test.
That's better.
Hello
So-
right now.
Come back.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's do that loud. Okay. So, what was the last question? I got thrown off there.
Oh,
Well, tell us about the Frostmaiden.
Oral is the Frostmaiden. She's the goddess of winter. She wants to put us all in this darkness, like a
Why?
prison, a tomb.
How well do you know her?
I don't know her at all. Her and Umbale, Talos. What's the other one? What's the other unknowing one? There's god of the sea, the god of the hunt. They all hate each other. Then they expect us to serve them with our sacrifices or whatever.
Why did this Frostmaiden, Oral, you said was her name?
Oral, yes.
Aura. Why did Aura do this curse?
Whatever.
Aurel.
The Frostmaiden.
Why did she? What was her motive? Why did she do this curse?
Tell you what, when you go see her, you can ask her yourself.
That's
When was the
not
last time you came out of your hut?
What? I didn't hear. What? Both of you talking. I don't hear a dang thing.
When was the last time you ventured out?
What season is it? It's just
Season
winter. I don't remember.
What would it take for you? Let me step away.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Sit down. Be quiet.
I'm whispering to Azul.
Be quiet! I sense creatures coming. 2 of them. West of here. Not far, they're searching amongst the village.
Searching for what?
For prey. I tell Pavel and his old cronies that they'll never do anything. They just hide away in the light, and everyone else locks themselves up. Well, just like I am. But I can sense them. I didn't sense them earlier when they were bashing on my door. That's very strange.
If we can capture one of these creatures, would you be able to speak to it?
Yes, I'll talk to it and find out what is happening.
Do you have any nets or anything that we could use?
No. But Pavel might. Sure, he would.
If we can capture one of these creatures, would you be willing to come with us?
Why don't you bring it here? It's not far. It's searching amongst the village now. Hopefully no one will get killed tonight.
All right. We'll get the creature and bring him back to you. Thank you for your help.
It's somewhere. You must hurry. It's somewhere over there.
Over the rainbow?
2 of them.
All right, gentlemen. Let's
We
go
haven't
back
seen
and
a rainbow in a long time. Over here in the darkness.
So we need to go get with Pavel and get a net or something.
Yeah,
Just so you know, you can beat the crap out of something, and when you get, this is just when it gets to 0, you don't have to kill it. You can knock it unconscious.
Okay, never mind. Let's just
I'm
shoot
just
it
saying,
up.
that's just the game system. I'm just saying.
Gotcha.
Let's go get. We only need one of them. There's 2 creatures. We can kill one and capture the other. So let's go. So let's go take care of business.
Yeah, that little gnome one looks a little burnt up or something. You might want to take care of him. Anyway.
Yes.
Hello, Marshmallow.
So,
I want to say something really mean, but I won't.
all right, we're
As my
coming out
friend.
of his hut and we're heading toward the creatures.
All right. You guys know how to use arrows. This is going to be importante. So, under this little ruler here, so you can do this. And the measurements are pretty good. I like this. That's the good scale right there. 30 feet. See that?
Yeah.
So that way you can tell me where you're moving, and then if you hold down the mouse button, it's got to be under. It has to be. If you hold down the mouse button under Select Move, the top arrow thing, then it'll do that little circle. This circle.
Oh, I have one more question for you, sir. Skim, what are the creatures attracted to? Are they attracted to smell? Are they attracted to light? Are they attracted to movement? Can they see in the dark?
They're attracted to life.
To life. Okay.
Well, that's good because I was almost dead, so maybe they won't notice me.
All right. Thank you.
Oh,
for
try they'll leave you alone. Ha ha.
We will be back with the creature. Let's go. All right. So we're.
So do you guys know how to use the little ruler here? It's the middle tool there. And I don't know, I just pick no snapping. Let's see you all do this. See that? Maybe we can pick a different color. We're too many purple and pinks.
Can you see mine? I don't know.
Who's that? That's Matt. Can you do
Right
like
there.
a totally like a yellow or? Markel and Matt have the same pinkish, and so does Chris. Is there different colors you can pick? Like
I don't know how to do it.
on the bottom where you got your little square there.
I don't think I'm drawing an
There you
arrow
go.
though.
Brian's
I don't know. I can't see the arrow. I'm clicked
you're
on
blue,
it.
I've got
Matt?
yellow.
I'm blue. Yeah.
So you see the little on the left, the tools, the little comb, the comb. Select the comb. That comb looking thing there, and then you can do the arrows.
I think
On
we
the
should.
draw shape.
No, down below, further. The little comb looks like a comb. Not the brush. Not the magnifying glass. The next one, which is a comb, looks like a comb.
The one above the roll.
The dice, yeah. It's a circle with that.
I got snap to center, snap to corner.
Yeah, I do no snapping, but I don't know which one really matters. But
no snapping.
Okay,
there we go.
So you can tell me where you're moving, or you can measure, for your spells or whatever. You can measure the distance.
Well, I'm going to hang back a little bit, only because I'm almost dead, and I'm not almost.
And you're a crossbow guy.
But I have a crossbow, so.
What is aren't your stats better now? Because I healed you up, didn't I?
Yes, I am +7 with my crossbow.
All right. So who's leading
And I'm 17.
Who's leading and going
me.
where?
Do I have a crossbow again? That I picked up?
Yeah, you have a crossbow. You dropped one, but you got one from the ruffians.
All right, so I'm. Can
Those
we
are
have
spells.
Kira? Can you take point? I'll be right behind you, and then we'll let Azul and try to bring up the rear. So.
Nice and dark.
And then this guy says the creature's attracted to life, which means the light shouldn't matter.
Not light, life.
Right,
Life.
exactly. He's attracted to life, which means the light should not matter. So we can go ahead and light the way. So
I like how you say what you think it all means.
I'm just guessing here. So we can. Do we want to have? How far can I cast my light spell? I mean, can I like cast? Can I throw a light?
Yeah.
I think so.
Let me look at the range on that.
I think you're trying to find a fire by night.
Oh, it's touch. It's touch. It's touch. So
I like that.
You can't throw it. It's touch. I mean,
Okay, so
you could.
can I
throw it on?
pick up a rock,
Yeah.
light up a rock, and throw a rock or something?
Yeah.
So.
You can do that.
Okay, so I'm just going to kind of do that to light the way because we're in total pitch black dark here, right? So.
So if you do that, then the light's gonna move away from you. So who else has got a light?
I still have night vision, which has obviously helped me a whole lot.
Oh, you do have night vision?
Yeah, I think as a gnome. Pretty sure.
Yeah, it's got gnome vision.
I don't know if
Okay,
I don't
so-
think you do. So check it out. I don't think you do.
Potter needs to walk next
Not
to
at the end,
Kira.
though. Yeah.
Potter can look ahead.
Yeah, dark vision.
You
You
do.
can see in darkness up to 60 feet.
Oh shoot! Let me turn that on. Let me turn that on for you then.
And it's not working with my laptop anyway. You're still going to have to move me around. But
Yeah,
I
I'll
mean,
move you
I
around,
think-
but let me give you your dark vision. Okay. So you can see a little more there. So you can go ahead of them if you want. Which
Yeah, that's a great idea. Thanks, Ron.
okay, so you're gonna throw the light. You said, right?
I'm
hmm
gonna take a rock. I'm gonna throw the light this way.
Oh, that's an amazing throw.
Well, not far. Maybe that far.
Through the trees.
I'm trying to get over the trees. Which way are we going, guys? Are we gonna go this way, or which way are we gonna go? We walk through the trees, or do we walk around this way? What do you think?
Let's go this way.
Okay,
I'm
Alright, so-
following you guys.
I'm throwing the rock this way.
That way. Okay. Yeah, you can throw it and then pick it up and then throw. But yeah, you gotta
That's my
kind of
point.
be able to see where you're throwing. Here, let me get this going as your rock. Roll your athletics. Throw it. How far you throw it.
And remember, Ron, I can see 60 feet. So
Right. Yeah, your token now has kind of a 60 feet thing. Can you see
Cool.
that?
All right,
No,
so
sir,
19
that's
plus
okay. It's
2,
not this computer.
Oh, really can't see it?
plus 2, so 21 on athletics total.
Oh, come on. This thing is not.
Wow, you got an arm.
What'd you roll? 20?
I imagine this is going to be erratic. So, I rolled a 19, but I have plus 2 on athletics.
This is not letting me treat this like an object. So. Delete that. I need to create a light source. I'm just going to use this fireplace as the rock. But smaller. Okay, it's going to glow. Can you see the glow on this rock?
Yes.
All right. So you rolled 20, right?
Yes.
Yeah, or whatever.
21.
Okay. So yeah, you threw it over there. There it is. And what other light source do you guys have?
I have dancing lights.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
I have dancing lights.
I guess I'll let that.
I'm sick.
Kind of have that going around. Oh wait, the dancing lights, don't that go 100 feet or something?
1 sec. Yeah. So 120 feet. So 10 feet glow, 60 feet move, 20 feet connection or form. But yeah, 120 feet. So 4 lights.
Yeah, torch-sized lights. Oh, it's a cantrip too, so. Yeah, that's actually the dancing lights will do the trick. You can control where they go.
Yep. Perfect. Got you guys.
All right, so we'll just say this is the dancing lights then.
Okay.
Just moving it around. All right.
Doing the tango.
I just saw the gnome move. Let me give you control of this token, okay?
Okay.
Mark out.
Yep. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
moved the gnome, but I couldn't see. My screen's black. I can see the gnome.
Your screen is what?
It's black, but it's my computer. It's not you.
It's not loading.
Yeah, it's just an old laptop.
Ah, man, you can't see this cool.
Well, I can when I get home. I'll be able to see when I get on my home computer. I just can't on this one.
Yeah, I'm totally. Everything's all lit, man. There's a whole.
I know.
Right?
It'd be beautiful.
Can someone
All I
describe
can
it
see
to
is
him?
my little gnome.
That's all you see is the little gnome tokens.
All I see is my little gnome token, but that's okay.
So, okay. Wait, I don't think I could. I have this arrow, so I can't.
Oh, you got to go
control.
back to the select move, the arrow button at the top of the tools. You got to go back to that tool. It's kind of clunky in that sense. But. Are you moving yourself, Dorona?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
All right, so you see the road there, and there's on the other side is another hut. Oh, let's get the music going here. A little scarier. This is a little louder-ish.
And I guess
Coming to her.
What's that? I'm sorry.
I'm walking. Is everyone else following me, or am I just walking by myself here?
Yeah, you're by yourself, dude.
I'm walking toward
Yeah,
the
you
light.
made me go to the door. Good luck.
All right, who's moving where? Can you guys move your tokens if you can? I'm really just supposed to sit back and watch as you guys fumble around.
Oh, let me zoom in here. I can't even tell which one's me.
this is me, right?
Yeah, zoom in. You guys got to look. You're looking around this village, dark. Trotter just went into a building apparently. Passed through walls.
All I can see is the screen, so I don't know what I'm doing.
There.
Now where am
I
I?
don't know how to grab my.
There.
I hear a
there.
village dog barking.
Can you get Azul, Markel?
Wait, I don't think I want to grab him. Hold on.
Can you grab him?
I don't,
Yeah, I don't know how to. I don't know how to.
Yeah, you got to be with
That's
your
my
select
guy.
move, the top. You got to make
wait,
sure. Yeah,
this isn't my.
there. Yeah, you moved him.
Okay. So we're
Matt,
here.
you got to make sure you have the select move tool.
Gotta go this way.
No, I have the select move selected.
So let me make sure you. Yeah, you can control. I have them set so you can control.
If you can't move your guy, you're probably clicking on the wrong guy, because that's what I was doing.
Yeah, your guy's over here, Matt. My red circle is. That's Goliath.
Come on, guys. I'm leading the way. We're standing here, but I'm just
You
trying
can
to
move
look
your
at
you can move your light, Markel.
them. Yeah.
Okay.
So Did you get it?
And you guys see?
Thanks, Mark. Thank you, Azul, for that helpful information.
Of course.
Did
That's
you?
what I'm here for. Can you guys see this on your screen? The light moving?
Yeah, Ron, you'll have to move me, bro.
Okay.
Just whenever.
You're staying in the back, right?
We're going this way, right? We're going this way.
Down the road in the dark.
Here we go. And then everyone move their guy. We're safe. Just follow.
I'm feeling good about this conflict because I almost got killed by a door, so I can't imagine actually.
Roll your perception in the snowy blizzardiness.
Oh boy.
Everybody roll perception?
Yeah. It's a hard roll too.
16.
13 plus.
7 total.
Ooh, wow.
I couldn't hear you guys.
I rolled a 4 plus 3, so 7 total. So
Okay.
I'm not
21 total.
All right. Azul,
16 total.
16.
Yeah.
Trotter.
13.
Okay. You don't hear anything. It's you hear maybe a shutter going, or on some of the buildings far off in the distance, or something playing, a sign or something. But nothing out of nothing out of the stormy blizzardiness,
Yeah.
the snow and all that,
So
the creepiness.
we're gonna keep
Move the
moving.
light, the dancing light.
Ron, as we're walking, am I seeing any more of these scratch marks on these? Am I seeing any scratch marks?
What was your perception roll?
13.
Yeah, you see a little bit, but the snow and stuff, it makes it difficult.
Can I do a nature check to see if I would recognize those since I kind of have that animal thing going on?
Okay, roll.
It's a 5. I think it's a dog.
It's rigged, Chris. It's rigged.
It is, man. Yeah, I'm looking going, these are really tough squirrels around here.
All right. Azul has gone off into the distance there, folks.
Follow the light, not me.
You can see Azul as a silhouette over there as you're going through the darkness.
We got to stay together, guys.
Music's creepy.
Reminds me of like soap opera music. I don't know why.
Yeah. I'm in this hotel room by myself now. I'm getting all scared and whatnot.
Come on, guys, here.
Azul. Okay. Azul, roll your perception.
19.
You definitely hear some right near you in the dark.
Boy.
Oh, is that it?
No, that's me. We got. Oh, there we go.
You see it
Hello.
come right on you. But
All right, and then my reaction is acid splash.
wait, hold on.
Acid splash.
Is it a dog or is this a creature? We don't know. This could just be a.
It's attacking me, so that's all I know.
See this coming at you.
Okay.
Looks like fun pet.
Jeez.
Here I
Bear coming at you with glowing eyes. It comes out of the darkness. And all right, so roll. Now I'm no surprise because you heard him coming and you had the light and all that. So we're gonna roll initiative.
18 plus 3.
Oh man.
21.
Cool.
Okay. Let's work on the turn order thing in roll 20. So what I do is add turn.
Where's the initiative? I can see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm looking for it.
This
I don't
thing right
see
here.
it.
So I'm adding each character to the turn, and you can put in your number. See the turn order thing there?
Yeah. But where's initiative on the sheet? I'm not seeing it.
It's your dex, basically, but it's on the top middle.
Oh, I see it. It's right next to your armor class there.
But it's basically your dex. So,
All right, I rolled an 18 with no modifiers.
all right, so just you can type it in there with your little character there. You'll tell me. Everybody, can you see it, Trotter?
Yep.
Did you put your number
I
in?
put it in there, but it didn't stay.
Try it again.
Oh, there it goes. I got it.
So what are we doing? How do we do it?
We're doing right in your initiative.
Let's see. Which is the dexterity?
Yeah, your D20 plus dex bonus.
Oh, one sec. Oh, wait, I gotta reach way to my laptop.
All right, you go last.
Can't even. I gotta reach way to the laptop, sorry. Ugh.
Oh, to type it. I'll type it in. What you roll?
Oh, 15.
15 total, or with dex or initiative?
Oh, 17 total.
Here's what I rolled. Yep, you just see it kind of just stand there looking at you.
Okay. Or actually, because I can react, right?
No, Trotter's first. No, you don't have a react.
Oh, yeah.
Trotter, you're first.
I don't guess this creature would be considered a small beast, huh?
Medium beast.
Okay.
Taking
All
any
right.
threat, right? It's not attacking us. It's just
It's coming
looking
towards
at-
you, menacingly.
Okay. And its eyes are blue like the other
And
creatures.
it's got a
we've dealt
mist
with.
around it, along with the
Yeah,
blizzard.
It's jacked up by the Frostmaiden. Okay, I'm going to fire a crossbow at it. Because that's what gnomes do. Oh, fantastic.
That's also what gnomes do.
Okay,
I love
you're
this
shooting
shit.
through your guys, so let's roll randomly to see which one you attack, okay? So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kirok. Shoot him in the back.
Oh,
Oh man.
Now I'm gonna let you roll. You get to roll with advantage to hit him in the back. So you get this. You get to do this roll.
me?
Yeah, Trotter. Enjoy. Let's see if you hit him.
5. Ooh, I did.
Advantage.
Well, I rolled a 1 first, right?
No, this is advantage to hit him though. Not. This is for me. Do it for me. Advantage roll.
I don't want to do it for
15. I think that's a hit.
you. 15
Alright.
plus 7.
What's the damage?
22. Oh, man. The damage is our relationship is going to be really improved by this. Pretty positive.
Kirok does not look
okay.
happy.
6 plus 3, 9.
9 damage,
Yeah.
Kirok.
9 damage.
Yep, in your back.
Ow.
A bolt.
And then Trotter's gonna go, I think there's one behind us. And he's
Good
got
thing
a
I
bow.
healed up last time.
Verona,
He's
what do you
got a
do?
bow.
I guess I got a heal rock now, so thanks to our incompetent gnome. So I will
Oh man.
do well. I did a cure wounds when we were not in combat on.
And you did a fog cloud, so you have 1 spell left.
Okay.
Or first level spell anyway.
I may wait for the healing. The healing word is when is it? It
Everybody.
affects several.
Yeah, it's
Right.
only 1d4 or something.
How much more damage can you take, Kirok?
I have 32, so I'm 32 minus 9, so I got some health left.
I might wait until more party members are wounded before I cast the healing word. Then, so I'll reserve that one. Okay, I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at the creature.
So he's right in front
I'm
of you.
gonna duck.
Well, he's right in front of you, so
Okay, never mind.
That's fine. You
Warhammer.
can shoot him. Or
Okay,
Warhammer, either
all right.
one.
I'll go with the Warhammer since he's right in front of me. So bam. Okay. I'll go with bam action here.
Well,
6.
What's the total? 6 plus your Warhammer attack.
4, so 10.
Miss. You hit him, but it just kind of bounces off. All right. What do we do next turn? All right. With a searing, piercing pain in your back, Karak, and you hear a "Oh, my liquor charms!" or whatever behind you. Not so lucky. All right, Karak, what do you do with this hot pain in your back?
Well, Kirok likes bears, and Gentle Giant doesn't want to hurt any animals. So Kirok is going to, I'm going to spear this thing like Goldberg style. I'm going to tackle it.
You're gonna do what?
With my rage on.
You're gonna do
I'm going to tackle it, like spear it, like running tackle.
Okay. Good luck with that. All right.
I don't want to hurt this animal because I can tell this animal is not itself.
Okay, roll. So you're going into your rage
Yes.
to charge this bear and just wrestle it.
Yeah, I'm going to tackle it.
All right. Roll your
Lawrence Taylor
athlete-
style.
So you're doing rage. So you get strength advantage. So roll your strength with advantage.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's 16 plus 4, so that's 20.
That's good.
Right. You just.
And then
Oh, you get advantage though. So roll again.
if I can roll again.
18. There you go.
Okay, I'll take that one. So that's 22.
22 total.
Yeah.
All right, so you totally are on it. Boom! You're grappling it. You knock it down. Both of you are kind of on the ground. You've kind of incapacitated it. I'm gonna give it a roll at some point, but yeah. All right.
Can you tie it up, Kirok? I would do it, but I'd probably shoot you.
Can we really tie up a bear? Like, it's not like we have chains.
Azul, you're next. You see Kirok just run past you and leap through the snow. The flurry maybe knocks Barona a little bit. Boom! Just right through your dancing lights and slams into this bear, both into the snow.
That's awesome.
Man, so now it's me.
What do you do?
You hear the announcer yell, "Gore!"
I'm gonna use my sleep on this animal.
That's a great idea.
My
There's
sleep
no
is-
miss and hit me.
Yeah, because no one does that. No one does that.
All right. I think that's just roll anything besides a 1. That's all I ask. Anything besides a 1.
11.
All right. Yeah, the bear. Kirok, you feel it just go. It just goes
Awesome.
limp in the snow right there.
What a spell, right?
Good stuff.
Alrighty. So
We
you,
need to drag.
Trotter,
Sorry.
what do you do?
I'm
You
gonna.
see a bolt sticking up out of the back of this mound of activity up ahead.
I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna pull the bolt out of his back real quick, and go. It must have been a villager, and then and then I'm gonna put the bolt back in my quiver.
Roll
Then I'm
your
gonna say,
perception real quick about seeing what's going on there.
Okay. Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Good grief. That's a natural 2.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Verona, what do you do? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Trotter. What was it? What was the last thing you
And
did?
then I was gonna say, let's drag this over to the druid's house. We need to drag the bear to the druid's house before he wakes up.
Yeah, Verona, what do you do?
I will help drag the bear or the whatever this creature is called back to the.
All right. So you got, and then Kirok, you got to be careful now. You don't want to wake it up.
Kirok, be careful.
All right. So you get up, or you just tell us it's like limp. It's not even resisting. So roll your to get up. Just don't roll a 1, basically.
Just don't roll a 1.
If I say that enough times, someone's gonna roll a 1.
Not a 1. Not great, but not a 1.
As I see it, he has to drag, and the rest of us just keep an eye on the creature while he's dragging it. So that if the creature wakes up, we can knock it out.
I'm gonna let you drag it gently. I'm trying to grab Kirok here. I keep getting other things.
Well,
Move him out
it
of
would
the
be
way.
easier in the snow.
Yeah,
That'd be easier.
that's why I'm letting you do it in the snow. If it wasn't in the snow, I would not. It would wake up for sure. Come on, I'm just trying to get him to stand up.
While we're dragging it, though, I need to just say to my teammates, keep an eye out, because there's probably another creature close by.
Azul,
Yeah,
what do you
I'm
do?
looking.
The druid said there's 2. So.
Okay.
Should we throw some dancing flame out around just to kind of keep an eye out, so we see where we're going,
And I'll be looking too with my
So
my gnome vision.
Azul, what are you doing?
I'll expand this a little bit just so we can see. And then,
We're going the other way,
Okay.
right? We're going to Druid's house?
oh yeah, the other way. So,
Wait a minute.
hold on.
Got another creature coming in.
Here he comes.
So, we're not trying to kill it, right? Just enter
We
it?
already captured one. We can kill this guy.
Okay.
Man,
Already.
the Rose
wait.
wants to kill everything.
Wait.
Or we can knock him out. We can bring 2 if we want, but I mean, we just
He attacks.
I'm gonna use my minor illusion to be the bear himself.
No, you can't do that. Wait,
What?
to be the bear?
Also, there's limitations. on
Well,
the-
you can do a picture of a bear.
Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay.
You see this bear come charging in. Verona and no, not Verona. Oh yeah, you're all three are there. Okay. You know what? Let's just do a new initiative order.
roll initiative again.
Yeah. It's charging in from the dark.
All my attacks are so violent. I don't want to kill this.
Oh my goodness, you kidding me?
Can't believe you did that.
Wait, game rules say we can make it our goal to knock this thing out, right? If we want to knock it out, so all of our damage is going to be to knock him out instead of killing him, right?
Hey, and just as a reminder, we have inspiration, so if we need to re-roll, we can.
That's correct.
Yes, true. That's right. Thank you, Trotter. Got about
Yeah,
it.
well,
that,
after
right.
shooting you in the
Verona,
back,
what-
that's the least we can do.
You could have used that. You could have used that for not shooting him in the back. But hey,
I
guess
just
you're supposed to
think
cap
about
in my
that,
back.
I feel like right now.
Verona, what was your initiative roll?
18.
Oh, okay, you got it there. Azul, what's yours? I mean, yeah, Azul. A new roll.
15 total.
What's this yellow square for? Oh, you just. Anybody else? Trotter?
Mine was a 5.
5. Why'd you put that in there yourself?
Mhm. I just put it in.
All right. Verona, you see the bear coming. I say Kirok and Trotter are kind of dealing with the sleeping bear, and you just look up and see this dark shadow just start coming through your light, into the light source, as Azul is sort of moving the dancing light around, but this bear just comes out of the darkness.
All right, so I'm running out. I'm going to hit it with my warhammer, but just to be clear, my objective is, since the rest of my teammates are pacifist on this, my objective is to knock it out. So I'm
Okay,
hitting it with
roll
my
your athletics to get around and not slip and slide in this snow, and try to get around this bear and the guys as they're doing their thing.
Uh-oh.
Perfect. Perfect.
We start with an
This is great.
Roll a d20 again. I want to see how bad this perfection is going to be. Roll a d20 again.
I will, but do I have an inspiration?
Oh, do you?
Start. Well, I haven't.
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have
I think you do have one. Yeah.
Okay, so can I re-roll this? Sorry to take away
Erase
your
it,
fun.
please.
I will. All right, 6, not much better, but
All right. Well,
Hey, I'll take it.
yeah, 6 is fine because it's not that far, and you get around them. Whatever.
Ron's mad.
I really wanted you to fall on the first bear and wake it up. I really, really wanted that
I
to
can tell
happen.
you with excitement there. So I
Oh, like I'm trying to move this.
so now do I roll for my Warhammer hit?
Yes. Slug
Hey, Ron,
around
how close
the
are we?
bear to attack.
Ron, how close are we to the druid's house?
It's over. It's quite a ways away. A
Okay.
couple blocks.
7 plus 4, so 11.
That's a hit. 11 is what you need.
Okay. And I roll for damage.
Yeah.
What do I roll? D20 for damage? Or
No,
is it-
it should say there on the character sheet.
Oh, sorry.
Hammer plus
D8.
D8.
8.
Is it a D8 plus anything?
Yeah. D8 plus something.
D8 plus 1.
Okay, so 9 damage.
Or it's 1d10. I guess I could have done D8.
Oh, you can do 1d10, two-handed. Yeah. You want to do that?
I guess, sure. Okay,
Yeah.
so 1d.
9. Okay. Mine plus 1, right? So minus 10.
D10 plus 1.
All right, that's a
Wait,
nice solid. That's a solid hit.
It says D8 plus 1 or 1d10. I don't know.
The 1d10
Okay.
means two-handed.
Oh, okay. I saw what you mean. Okay. All right. So,
Cool.
yeah. So plus
Well
1, yeah.
done.
Because you don't have a shield.
Yeah, I don't have a shield.
Way to go.
It's a big solid hit on that bear. All right, the bear, his turn. The bear, you see its eyes glow more and mist comes out of it. Oh! No, you're good. Okay, so roll, you 3 in the front there, DC 11 Wisdom.
Who's in the front? Am I in the front?
Yeah, sorry, you guys. Oh, Verona, you gotta do it too. I forgot about this. Roll DC 11 Wisdom before you attack. I'm gonna back up a little.
What do I roll? A D what?
11 Wisdom. Save versus an 11 Wisdom.
14.
Roll 20. Markel, you're back there. Doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
Just the 3 in the front. D20, right? Plus your Wisdom. Same with Kirok. All right. So yeah, you're fine, Brian. You do the swing.
Okay.
But you just get this sense of fear coming out of those eyes and the mist and the cold. But Trotter, you resisted it?
Yep.
Kirok?
Copes.
8 plus a Wisdom? Which I don't think you have a plus 3.
Let's see.
So yeah, was your initiative 1?
Was my what?
Initiative 1?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 1 again. So that's what it causes, by the way. You can still go, but you're just a little bit of a fear, hesitation is what his glow is causing you. Okay, so he still gets to do his claw and bite on you, Verona.
Okay. So what do I do? Roll what?
You can pray right now. It's all. All right. Here's his claw. What's your armor class?
13.
Yes. Bite. Hit. All right. Bite. Save versus his cold, freezing bite. DC 11 Constitution save. So roll. You gotta make an 11. You can add your Constitution bonus.
D20. Okay. All right, so
Well,
D10 plus 2, so 12.
You did it.
Did it. So just take 5 of the bite. cold, doesn't affect you. And I'm gonna see if it's smart enough to know to try to wake. It's not can't do it this round, but try to wake up its butt. Nope. Okay, so Azul, what do you do?
I'm just gonna try and swing at it.
You gonna run up there?
Yeah,
You have a weapon?
I do. I have a knife and I have a crossbow.
You can
So-
shoot. You can shoot between Kirak and Trotter.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong there?
Yeah, we're done shooting things. So just give it. I'm gonna give it a jab.
All right. So roll your athletics to see if you can get. Oh, and you got ice boots, so you have advantage.
Dude.
See, those come in handy. It's
And advanced slipping.
it's a tough rock though. It's difficult terrain, so you're not going to make it there in time. But you can shoot from there if you want. But roll your athletics anyway, because I want to see if you slip. Sorry, one thing at a time. Roll your athletics real quick,
16 total.
and that's with advantage. If you roll a 20, I'll let you get there in time. For
Nah, I rolled a 7.
okay, so you're good. So you're still 15 feet away.
Okay. Ooh.
You can shoot your crossbow if you want.
Screw it, guys. Let's shoot it.
You're not going to hit them if you do, or if you roll a 1.
Okay.
Oh, you might hit Barona actually,
Was hit
Thanks.
point?
but that doesn't matter. What?
Was hit point? What's the hit point?
Armor class?
Yeah, armor
11.
class, sorry. 12. Perfect.
All right. Damage?
1 die 6. 6 plus 2. Oh, that was a good one.
What?
8 total.
8?
Yeah.
Ow. Yeah, this thing looks pretty beat up. Big hammer slam and a bolt deep into it. It's kind of wobbling. The light's faltering. Trotter.
I'm going to shoot him with my crossbow, but I'm going to glance around first to see where everyone is. That's important.
Okay, we'll see on that roll.
Oh my gosh.
Barona. Barona's the only one there, so.
Are you kidding me?
Well, you got an inspiration
No, oh.
point. Use it up.
I'm using my inspiration point. Dude,
Thank you.
are you kidding me? That's 2 1s in a row.
Okay.
Alright.
Trotter no longer gets to play with the crossbow. Okay.
And I've got a +7, so 17.
Yeah, it's dead.
Oh,
Oh, you guys killed his bear. This innocent, sad little bear.
Tried to capture it, knock it unconscious, but that doesn't work. So
That was a
I
crossbow.
wouldn't really say innocent.
Well, and they were kind of scrawny and starving looking. You know this. You know what I mean? Like that kind of ravenous hungry, too.
all right, guys. Well, let's get this back to the druid as fast as we can.
All right, you guys bring it over there.
Somebody else can knock on the door.
He's expecting us this time, so we ought to be okay.
Yeah. So you get back to the druid, no problem. Bring your dancing lights over there.
Are you moving us, or do we?
I'll move you. I mean, you can move you if you want. It's either way.
This way, right?
Where are we going? Back there?
All right, let's get back to the accomplishment music. All right, so you get back to Skim.
Get back there.
Skim.
Skim.
Skim, the old dirty druid. Oh,
Yeah, he's a 1%er.
so you see him crunching. You guys enter. He kind of he forgot to lock the door. Oh, he's just crunching on this big chunk of trout. Just smells of burnt trout, you know, cooked trout, and he's just having a good old time in there. He goes, "Oh, bring it!" Bring it in. It's too cold out there. Tie it up. Tie it up.
Okay.
This thing is... He looks at it and he's just feeling the fur's all mangy and frozen. And he goes, this thing's nearly dead. It's starving. It's ravenous. And you be careful. Even at its most calmest, it's going to want to eat something. Anything it can get its jaws on. Let me try and talk to it. So you just it wakens and it's but definitely the glow is gone. It's gone away. He goes, yeah, this was definitely done by a frost druid, cursed by the Frostmaiden's powers.
Is the curse now lifted?
It's now lifted, but this bear is ravenous. It'll still be murderous. Look at it. In the forest, there's no food. All the smaller animals have been decimated. There's nothing to eat out there.
We can give it some of our fish and let it. And can you talk to this thing?
Yes.
If you could talk and convince it to leave peacefully, we'll give it some fish.
You can, but it's gonna come back. That's the problem with this winter dread. It's as if Auril is causing a curse even naturally, making all beasts ravenous and hungry. And where's the last of the food sources but us?
Do we kill this bear in order to protect the villagers from future attacks, or do we try to convince the bear?
Was that the druid or the bear?
I was just enjoying my trout. Let me talk to it. The bear's
Can you
Go ahead. What?
Can you bear not to attack people? If you can convince the bear not to attack people in the future, we'll give it plenty of food and we'll let him go. We'll let him live.
He looks at you like,
Where are you from?
How about we convince the bear to protect the people, and then the people will feed it fish?
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I could probably handle that. But it's...
he's all talking to it. He's all... We have been haunted by these cold light creatures, these creatures with this cold curse. Every season, and the woodsmen have been... We've lost 4 of our own woodsmen to these things over the season.
Do you or the bear know how many more cursed creatures there are out there?
They say... Well, I already know. They say there's a white horned devil out there. It's even bigger and more dangerous than these bears. And if we go any further into the woods, you'll definitely encounter the white horned devil.
Are there any more bears? Can you interpret that?
What's so funny? What's so funny to you all?
Your accent is poor. Sorry, keep going.
He says, there's a frost druid that's turned the bears and this white horn.
We got to get some Chewbacca-like sound effects for that.
All right. Well, here let's give the bear some fish right now.
The white horned devil returns to the frost druid in Lonelywood. Somewhere out there, there's a frost druid who's trying to find more creatures to haunt us.
So we need to kill the frost druid. We need to kill the frost druid.
Yes. Here's what you should do. We must find the horned devil in it. The white horned devil in it will lead you to the frost druid. But you must do it on a night or day when it's calm and there's no blizzard to follow its tracks.
Will you go with us?
Oh, sorry. No, and no.
Will this bear go with us maybe and help us as part of our party?
Yeah, you won't be able to control it. She will. Keeping the creature away from the frost druid.
Is there anything we can give you that would persuade you to come with us?
How about a young body? That I can yeah, that one over there, the creepy looking one hiding in the corner there. Your sorcerer. I'll take his body.
Azul?
Yeah, we'll switch souls.
I'm gonna pass on that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I forget the gnome. I'll take that one over there.
Is there anything other than possession that we can offer?
Hey, wait, maybe he'll possess Deeb. He could be a...
That's a good point. We have a partner that you might.
Hey guys, I've got to get on my other call for my ministry thing, so I'm gonna have to bug out.
All right.
Hey, thanks, man.
Oh, we don't
All
need.
right, possess the gnome.
Have a good one, Chris.
All right.
All right, guys, y'all have a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy
Thank you,
Thanksgiving.
That's actually a good idea that Kirok had. Is we could offer Dib up to this.
I can't possess anything.
Okay. Is there anything we can offer you that would persuade you to come with us?
No. You must do this on your own.
All right.
I hope I answered you.
All right. Can you
Stop trying to convince NPCs to come on our quest?
tell the bear that if he will help protect the villagers will give him fish to eat. And we just ask that the bear not attack any people.
Well, I can handle controlling him but he is going to take up a lot of food, and I don't know if the villagers are going to be happy with that. But if you can get rid of this curse on us, whatever this frost druid, that could go a long way into making the villagers more, I don't know, amicable to this bear.
Well, Kirok, how much fish can we give to the bear right now?
We can give 30 pounds. One whole trout.
Oh, that'll help immensely.
All right. So here's a trout for the bear.
And a trout for him for helping.
So we give one trout to the bear, one trout to Skim.
Yep.
Yeah, give skim milk there.
Well, you already gave him a trout.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yeah, that'll last him a while.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right. So a trout
But
for the bear.
So there's a blizzard tonight, so it won't be any good going out there tonight. We'll have to sleep through it. Maybe in the
Can we stay? Can we bunk at your place here for the night?
Come on.
Speaker Havasa's just right over there. You can stay with her. What's her name again? Huddle. Sorry, Speaker Huddle.
She cute.
Is she going to answer the door for us? We had some trouble with.
Just stay here. But you have your own fish.
Yes, we will not be any trouble. We will just eat some fish and some food and.
Oh, well, you got
sleep.
your boat. You can stay in your boat too.
Yeah, but they
And you got your dogs.
All right, well, we got to walk. That's right, we got to feed the dogs. So, okay, guys, you want to bed here? Bed back at the boat.
Bed here.
Bed there.
Bed over there.
Which way? You both voted a different way there.
Wait, I thought he said bed there.
No, bed here.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, I'm okay. I know. That's what I meant. I said there, eating. Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
I'm in agreement.
All right.
We're here. Oh, I get what you mean.
So
yeah, we're
need to. I asked Ron, do we need to eat some soup or food or something?
Yes.
Is that what we do? Okay. All right. So
the druid. Fine.
keep in mind the recipe book.
The druid. Yeah. So you got that one new recipe. Stew.
yes.
Do you want to try to make
But
it?
it's better than the last one.
All right. I'll try to make that now.
But do you have? You gotta have the ingredients, which is.
That just enchants the weapons. That doesn't help.
Oh, you got a little sharpening. Yeah, never mind. You do have what? What other recipes do you have? Do you have it written down there in that list?
Yeah, I've got hare soup. We don't have a small animal, unless you want to kill the creature, which we don't want to do. I've got knucklehead soup recipe. So we got some fish here, an extra fish.
Would you have knucklehead stew?
Yeah, well, it says knucklehead soup on here. I'm assuming that's the same thing.
No, there's soup and a stew. Stew is thicker.
I've got knucklehead soup.
Oh, you don't have stew?
No.
Oh.
You were going to give me stew, and then you decided to give me
the oil. You know what? Let me give you the stew instead. I thought you had the stew.
Okay. Right.
I meant to give you the stew, but I thought you had it, so I gave you the oil of sharpening. It's kind of a progression there. So I'm going to take out the oil of sharpening.
Okay.
So just do that. You have the stew. So the stew, you need 1 grain though. It'll heal 1d8 during a short rest or meal. So it's not insta heal like a potion. You gotta take it.
We're
You gotta digest.
Yeah.
So do we? Okay. What do I need? I need what ingredients for this? I just.
1 grain, which is like grain, a bowl, like a little unit of oatmeal or wheat or something. Have you gotten any grain?
I think so. Hold on. Let me check the list.
Check it twice.
Gonna find out if we got grain or not.
I don't know if you do actually.
Oh, we've got meals, but it doesn't say grain.
No. Okay, so you can't make a stew yet.
All right, but I can make the knucklehead soup.
Okay, so roll. And I'm not going to count off the wood because you're in Lonelywood and there's wood.
Is wood everywhere?
Yeah, so just roll DC 12. And 8 plus your... wisdom.
Okay, I have 8 plus 3 then, so 11.
You call that soup? That's
Brother Barona does his best. He's not very good cook.
Huh?
Count or anything?
What?
For me, I have a 5.
Oh yeah, proficiency is plus 2. Yeah, that's right. You get to add your proficiency to it. So 3 plus 2, so it's 5. So you do make it. So yeah, okay, it's okay. It's minimally pretty good. It's edible.
Okay, all right.
It's sippable. So it can heal you 1d4, but I think you guys are fine, right?
Kirok needs some healing. So.
Yes.
Well, you're gonna rest this night, so you're still good. You're gonna heal him. Right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you sleep there. There's no problems. You don't have to count off any wood. You're in a shelter. You're in the town. You're fine. Next morning, the bear's there, farting and eating its trout.
Skim, thank you for the use of your home. Did you say the speaker was nearby? We could go talk to the speaker.
yes, over right there.
Guys, I say we go talk to the speaker. Find out some more information about what's going on here.
Yeah.
I concur. Q-Rock concur.
All right. So where do we walk to?
5. Well, let me put slept with a druid. Slept with a dirty old druid.
Now, the druid said that we need to go find this horned creature in the woods, right? And the horned creature would lead us to
White horned devil.
We need to find the white horned devil, and the white horned devil will lead us to this Frostmaiden. Is that right?
Frost druid.
Frost druid. Where do we look? As we're walking out the door, I turn and I ask.
Yeah, you see the speaker. She's there,
So
or she's looking for you because of what the men have told her.
Well, one last question to Skim as we're walking out the door.
Uh-huh.
Where do you recommend we start our search for the horned creature?
Well, it only comes out at night. Let me see if I can predict the weather. Yeah, tonight. It'll be calm. So
Where should we go? Do we just
it will find you. Just go into the woods, and it will find you. And be ready for it is dangerous. Some of the men have tried to hunt it, and if they've come across it, only to be lost in its cold, freezing mist, and be taken down.
Thank you for your help and your
If
hospitality.
you can wound it, hurt it, then let it flee, and you can follow it back to it. Wherever this frost road is.
Thank you for your hospitality. Let's go talk to the
Thank
speaker.
you. Thank you. That was the bear.
Figured. So is the speaker right outside, or
Yeah.
do we need to walk?
Hello, you see a little halfling, little lady, the old little halfling come out in her little furs. What is this? A bear? Did you all-
Greetings, speaker, Madam Speaker. It is an honor to meet you.
I've heard
My
about
name-
you.
My name is Barona, and we are here. I'm here with Kirak and Azul, and the little gnome running around over there. His name is Trotter, and we brought a prisoner last night to the town. Turned him over to Pavel. and
Yes,
his
I will
men.
be speaking to him shortly. Before my
we,
men serve justice upon him.
We leave that completely to you. We will tell you that he grudgingly cooperated with us toward the end, and so just if you want to keep that into consideration, or take that into consideration. We have been told by Skim, who allowed us to stay with him last night, that we should help the town hunt for this horned devil creature that has been terrorizing the town. We were able to capture one bear and kill another bear. The bear that we captured the curse has been lifted from him thanks to Skim, and Skim has communicated to this bear that if he will help protect the villagers will help feed him fish, so he no longer has to feed on people. So hopefully you can help moderate that agreement. We would like to ask you we'd like to ask you, do you have any advice for us or any information for us that might help us in our hunt for the curse that's beset this town?
I'm sorry, that's my bat ear. Can you repeat that in this ear?
Oh, it was good.
So,
Well, I am very grateful for what you've done. You've rescued a fisherman. Targos has been a curse and a bane. They have been accosting us and the other towns, trying to force us to do their bidding with the sacrifices. It's terrible. It's already terrible enough that there's this cursed winter. And now for them to do that upon us and subjugate us to their dark rituals. So, whatever I can do to help you, I'll help you.
has Targus always been hostile to you?
Well, yes. Of course, they need us, though, for our wood. Up in these barren, frozen lands. But, they're part of the Zentaro. It's a thieves' guild. Bunch of cutthroats. And they've been trying to strong-arm all of us other small towns who want to live in peace. But now with this winter dread, it's gotten even worse. Yes, even you should be careful at Targos, and be careful at Bryn Shander as well. That's the big town. You know Bryn Shander. It's the big walled city, even further south, but not far. And even they have been having murderous problems we've been hearing. Up in here in Lonelywood, I'd hoped we'd be at peace and just cut our wood and send it down, but even our woodsmen are having terrible times now. If you can find out what's happening, I'd be most grateful. And, maybe I could persuade Pavel to let you look around in his collection and maybe get something out of it.
Well, that would be mighty kind of you. Thank you. If you wouldn't mind talking to Pavel, that would help us.
If you could get rid of the white horned devil, I'm sure of it.
Kirak, Azul, can you think of any more questions we can ask the speaker?
I have some cookies I can give you.
We love cookies.
Key rock like cookie.
They're magically delicious.
I have question for little halfling woman. You halfling like our friend Trotter. You know him? Recognize him?
No. It's kind of strange looking outfit he's got there.
Do you recognize Azul here?
No. He's a Chultan from the south, far south. How did he get up here?
this cold northern region?
Well, you should know that I'm good with handling boats.
I don't know that.
Well, now you do.
Oh, so you came from a ship along the
I
coast.
did.
Ah,
I did.
that makes sense. Although I hear it's frozen there from this winter dread. No one can
there
get
any-
through.
Are there any other druids in this region other than Skim here?
Well, there's that talk of some frost druid cursing the land, serving the Frostmaiden Aura.
Kirak and Azul, we can ask more questions of the speaker here, but honestly, I'm a little bit confused as to what to do right now because we've got a whole day ahead of us, but we can't hunt this horned devil creature until the nighttime. So I don't know what to do.
So we can fast forward, but is there anything you want to do, or she can give you some cookies?
Will that help our stats?
He's
I
really
guess?
pushing these cookies, y'all. I don't think we should trust him.
Is there a risk to these cookies, and will it help our stats?
Well, there's a risk that you may want more.
I'm good on the cookies. I'm on the diet.
Yeah. Well, thank you. We might enjoy some cookies after we finish our hunt.
Well,
You shall celebrate with cookies after the hunt.
Are they protein cookies?
what's protein?
Can you help us? Can you help us understand these woods before we go hunting for this creature?
Yes. Yeah, the woods is it's an ancient, small little forest, and once the elves used to live here long ago, but they've gone away, I guess. I don't know. It's quite thick. We would hunt in, or not? Well, yes, we'd hunt in there, and we would we'd always cut the wood there, and send it south to Tourmaline and Targos.
How often do men of Tourmaline and Targos come?
Well, we take it down to Tourmaline, and they'll ship it around to the dwarves to the east, east, and down to Targos and Bridgeshander and Bremen sometimes. That was our main export, lumber. And Tourmaline had the mines, and we'd get ingots of iron from them.
So, guys, unless you have any more questions,
It's a simple life we have here. Well, used to be. Now, everything's rather difficult. But at
Well,
least we
trust
still have the
that.
lake.
It's not just you going through it.
Yes.
But we're working on it.
Oh! Dang, before it. I'm going to rewind a little.
Oh man, I was gonna ask if we could use some lumber to build shields or something. Help us out.
Oh, you can get shields. They'll have shields. Good price. At Pavel's. Basic shields. But I'm going to rewind because I try to remember to do this and I always forget. Alright, as you guys are staying at the Druids, sleeping and doing your thing and,
I don't like this.
This is right before the dawn. A few hours in. Do you see the old druid go? There it is again. Every night before dawn. Off far away in the sky. Aurel. On her great beasts.
Who on her what?
Casting her winter dread.
on her great beast, does this beast fly?
Above the clouds.
You remember when we were on the fishing boat, guys, and we heard that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I wonder if that's the same one.
it has to be.
This creature, is it a dragon?
Something great, flying far above. Sometimes it's closer, sometimes it's far away, but ever creating these clouds and keeping us all trapped in this winter.
Well, we have 10 minutes till stopping time, so I would like to get on with the combat and try to.
I don't think we're gonna be able to do that.
All right. So the next, do you want to continue asking the druid anything about that?
I can't think of anything to ask.
Okay. Or if you want to, did you say you want to get a shield?
I was thinking maybe we could build one, but yeah, thinking we should probably obtain some additional protection.
Yeah, you guys can use shields. It gives you a +2 to your armor class, but then your weapon will be one-handed. You know, so you'll do less damage, which it's fine, or whatever you want to do. But like Brother Baroni, you could hold a shield if you want. Kirak, you can as well. Azul, I would say no because of your spell casting.
Yeah.
You need both your hands free.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do the wild magic. Azul, you gotta remember to roll.
Wild magic.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you cast a spell, not a cantrip, but a regular spell, you gotta roll wild magic.
One.
But,
Okay.
did you? I don't know if you even cast a spell. Right?
The sleep.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Do we need to try to see if Azul remembers anything more? Is there a way to help him with his memories?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I gotta remember every time. It doesn't even have to be like a fighting spell, just any spell in general.
Yeah, first level or above.
Okay.
You basically have to roll 2 dice, and one of them is the wild magic die. Always.
Okay.
The D20. So yeah, the last few minutes, you want to go to Pebbles and get some shields? I mean, you don't have to. I'm just saying.
Well, see, I got these 23 common items from Pebbles. Is there any way to redeem that for some cash? Or I mean, I can't sell back to Pavel what I got from him, so I'm assuming I got to go to another town and another.
Oh, those look nice. What are those? Oh, wow.
He's looking at them. Oh, look at these. These are rings. Wow, these are wonderful. Where'd you get? Oh, these are. Yeah, I'll trade you for these.
Well, we're looking for some shields.
Oh, we got plenty of shields.
You just see like on the wall, a bunch of broken up wooden shields everywhere. Roll your. See how many you need to trade them. Your persuasion.
My persuasion.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2.
All right, pick a shield. He takes all of them. He takes the whole lot.
I have a +1 on persuasion, so I guess a 3. All right, so
He gives you a shield for all those. He takes them
okay.
all. The other guys are like, those you got you from. Never mind, Pavel. Yeah, never mind. Enjoy your little rings. So you got a shield. Roll. Write that down. Wooden shield.
Okay.
Not Kirak. You gotta do your own trade, Kirak.
I thought I was doing for everybody.
No, you got one shield.
I was keeping track of that for everybody.
He's got one shield.
Uno shield.
Well, Barona has it.
Yes.
Do you want one too?
No. I keep my two hands on the axe.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll end it here. Oh, let me give you your XP, although it's not that much.
Yeah, we didn't do anything right.
Yeah, just a couple bears. So
I tackled a bear with no weapons. I think
That's
I should get a whole
XP
level
right
for that.
And you got shot back by your own man. So.
Yeah, for real. And I took friendly fire. Look at that.
it's only 200 XP, so let's just wait till you get some. So amongst the 4 of you, it'd only be what, 50?
50.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
go ahead and take it. Write down 50. Remember to put that down for Trotter. Look at that. You guys are going up in levels. Or XP.
So you are welcome to play without me next Tuesday if you want. I mean, or if you want to do this arrangement where you skip if someone can't make it. It's up to you. But my feelings won't be hurt if you play without me.
I don't mind skipping and just seeing how regular this is.
Yeah.
Just to not stress about it.
So then our next
We'll see.
is the 8th at
Yeah,
7
it'll be the 8th.
Eastern.
Yeah. I'll remind everybody too. And I mean, if we, if everyone, if one person keeps constantly missing, then we'll have to just keep doing, play. But right now, I think we'll just see how it goes. If we can try to get everybody. Hopefully, Chris will get more cleared up on his schedule.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Happy
y'all have
Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving,
Thank
guys.
you. Story, gentlemen.
See you in a couple weeks.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Dude,
Sounds
good luck
clear.
with that